Hello, everybody, and welcome to Team Tables.
Woo!
Yay! I am your host and director, One Crimes Trzynski. I am joined by my editor and fashion designer, Bro Dingles.
Hello. That's a thing that I did.
That's a thing that you did. And my hands/intern Anathema.
Yep, that's it. That's correct.
That's your job. Congratulations.
Woo! I'm arms now. Hi.
Congratulations. Welcome. Congratulations. You've ascended to stream.
I have.
You've ascended to stream. It's fine. I promise we don't bite. Alright. And then Alex is busy this evening. He might pop in later, but there's no guarantee. I have set some traps for him. I put down some Alex bait, but I can't promise that he'll be here. So, right. So we made an animatic. I hope you guys watch this animatic, or else this whole stream isn't gonna make sense.
Go watch it if you haven't. It won't make sense without it.
It's like 4 minutes. It's like 4 minutes. Go on her
It's
YouTube.
not even 4 minutes. It's not even 4
Not
minutes.
even 4 minutes. The Alex bait is not Red Panda photos. Don't worry. We'll get to it. I'll get to the Alex bait. But yes, anyway, so we made an animatic. It was a whole thing, and the rule is, since we spent an ass amount of time making this animatic, now we get to spend a whole stream talking about the animatic, and that's the rules. That's what happened. We made an animatic, so we get to complain about the animatic.
That's it.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, that's just the rules.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna comment that that's like anyone who's ever made an animatic rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I made this thing, now I get to yell about it. Sorry.
Correct.
continue.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. So we're just kind of gonna walk our way through the whole process, and you all get to blessedly be here with us. So I guess, like, strap in. I'm just gonna start at the very beginning.
Oh boy, stuff I don't know.
Oh my fucking god, you do not fucking believe? Get fucking ready. Okay. So it was the year of our Lord 2018. I had just made Discord Murder Party an actual show. Plot existed. And there I was, making a playlist for myself. And I wasn't, whenever I go to, like, make playlists, I go through my giant music library that I need you to understand that my giant iTunes library started in 2004. It's a mess. It hasn't been organized. It's just a mess. But and usually I'll grab a bunch of random songs and I'll throw them onto my playlist, and then I'll put it on. At the time, it was an iPod, because I'm an old person and I don't like using my phone for music. I had like a little very small iPod Nano, because for me, so all phones are too big for my hands and I'm very clumsy. So if I have a tiny baby iPod Nano, which, is very small and light and doesn't have enough weight to break itself if I drop it, that's the way to go. So I'm like the only human being who still uses a handheld MP3 player on this earth. My iPod Nano died at the end of 2019, and my fiance got me this cheap Chinese one called a Fio, and it is absolute garbage. But it does what I need it to do, which is to be a cheap piece of junk that plays music that if I drop it, it won't be the end of the world.
Bless.
Right, so, anyway, so there I was. I had my iPod full of my edgy songs, and I was walking, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a reason these tables are numbered. I put this on here, and I was listening to it, and I was like, oh man, this is a good Chaos Gods song. I'm smart. I'm so smart. And then I started getting, like, images in my mind, like you do when you're a person who makes things and you listen to a song. And I was like, well, that's a cool idea. But I didn't think much of it, because you see, at most, I was like, maybe I'll do like a single illustration if I have time for, you see, I went to school for illustration. I am an illustrator. I draw very slow. So, some time passed, and then, Waltz happened? Which was hell. Fun fact, we're actually in the Waltz server right now.
We're on the corpse of the Waltz server.
We made a server specifically for Waltz, which is called Waltz's Love, Waltz's Life.
It's so good.
The landing page for it is called You're Going Insane, and then, like, the voice channel we're in right now says You're Trapped in the Void. So,
Hell.
It was hell, and then as we got through Waltz hell, it was like, so what do we do with this server? And Bro said, LOL, I don't know, I guess we'll just save it. I'm sure there will be some other project we can use it for. And then it lay dormant for years. But this happened, and then I was like, okay, well, Bro made an animatic. People around me make animatics. Thinks about tables. Could I make an animatic? No. And so I thought about it for a few months, listening to this song as I would walk to doctor's appointments and things like that. And every time I would listen to it, more stuff would get into my mind, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be so fucking cool. But I'm a slow artist. I draw, like, a single picture in, like, an hour, and animatics take, like, a lot of pictures. Like, so many pictures have to be in an animatic. This is why I decided to not go into animation, because I'm very slow. So I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to do it, and I was thinking to myself, and then one day I was talking with Alex, and I happened to mention, I was like, I had this cool idea to, like, do an animatic to There's a Reason These Tables Are Numbered, and I was like, and I think that would be really cool, and I was saying it kind of offhand, and I need you all to understand this was in the time when I'd been working with Alex for over a year at that point, and I was still like, no, it's too lame. He'll think it's really lame. Why would Alex ever want to work with me? And then I dramatically threw my hand over my face and gasped and looked off somewhere into the distance. This is Alex's part, so I think now is a good time to record this very important conversation I had with Alex while trying to get information about how he feels about this particular situation. So I'm gonna pause Fredboat, and then we're gonna play this very important message that I got from Alex. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, whoops, I just realized something important. Oh no. My audio is coming out of my speakers instead of my headphones. There we go, it's fixed now. That would have been horrible. Okay, let's do this again. My bad. Anyway, this important recording I took of Alex, which is totally natural and normal and was not staged at all.
Hey Alex, the stream where we talk about tables is coming up.
Ah, cool. Hope it goes well.
You want to tell the lovely viewers your process so they can all compliment you?
I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm busy that evening. I can just read the comments and...
It's not the same, Alex. They deserve to know. Tell the internet your secrets.
Hey, Kristen, is that a hot lady in a Psychonauts t-shirt behind you?
Oh, where? Alex! Your legs may be longer, but my will is greater! What made you want to sing the song?
You came up with the idea and wanted to use the original track. You thought I wouldn't indulge your 2000s emo kid ass. I took that as a challenge.
So what'd you do after?
Recorded a test track. Had Steele mix a better version later. He showed it to you. You said you had to make an animatic after that.
Are you gonna sing more Panic at the Disco?
All I did was sing the song 2 years ago, Kristen. What do you want from me?
Content, Alex. Insight and content. We work on the internet. We need content to live. Let us compliment your amazing cover.
Hey, Kristen, is that a hot lady in a Psychonauts t-shirt behind you?
Oh, where?
Huh!
You know what? That's on me for falling for that twice. Alright, that should be just enough bear traps to get him. Now I just need the lore. Hey, Alex! I'd love to hear more about your OCs. He'll come eventually. It works every time.
Yeah, so, Alex he ran away from me. Don't worry about it. What? It worked I'm a bisexual disaster. Why do you think it worked twice? I'm sorry, Anna. I did not properly clue you into the fact that if we're gonna listen to an audio track together, we all just count down and hit 3.
Okay.
Now you know.
Oh, I also didn't do that. I just
Oh, well.
opened the stream in a different window and
I
turned
was
the
just
audio
sitting
on.
in silence, listening to people's reactions.
It's fine.
Like, neither one of us had it up. I'm so sorry.
I am a professional. Anyway, it's fine. Anyway, so this is all to say, as the clip showed, I went up to Alex and I was like, "Would you like to sing this thing?" And he was like, "Huh, I think it's in my range." And then so I told him this I want to say it was 45 minutes before Fallen Empires. So 15 minutes before Fallen Empires, he sends me a test track. Which was great because, I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh, that's neat. And then, I didn't think much about it for a few months because I thought, well, surely Alex doesn't have time for this, or if he does do this, it's gonna be a while. Because, there's no sense in working on the animatic this early in the game. And then 2 months later, he sent me the full song, fully, just gorgeously sung, mixed by Steel, ready to fucking go. And I was just like, oh wow, oh my god, one of my favorite singers has sung one of my favorite emo kid songs. Oh my god, this is so exciting, I'm so lucky. And then I did a little fangirl scream. And then cold dread set upon me as I realized I was now obligated to make this animatic.
Oh no.
Well, unfortunate. So I proceeded to be like, well, I guess, we've started making art for the show. I guess I'm just about to have to learn how to draw really fast. And I'm also really gonna have to learn how to really push the style I'm going for, because I don't want this to look like my current style. And so, okay, it's not that I didn't doubt Alex's power to record songs. That's not the concern. Alex, listen, I didn't, hand this to Alex thinking that he was incapable. I handed it to him thinking, why would my friend, who I think is a really cool person and a good singer, sing this song for me? That doesn't make any sense. The problem is me.
What? My friends doing things that I would like because they sound cool? That's completely within my power to do?
I just can't comprehend that.
This is
such an incomprehensible idea.
This is something that never happens.
What?
What?
So, several months pass, and I'm like, fuck, I guess I'd better figure out how to do this animatic. And so, it was time to start doing style tests. Alright, so first, hang on, kids, I gotta set this up so my fellow stream folks can actually see what's going on, because it would be really important if they couldn't see what was going on. Okay. So,
it actually loaded for me.
This here image of Murder God, this, She Rant image. So this was actually, my style test, the first style test for this. So that's a whole thing.
I have this as a sticker on my laptop.
Cool, well, the first
I should have bought it as a sticker.
The first table's style test is on your laptop as a sticker.
Woo! An ever-present reminder of my hell.
So, I was trying. I don't know how to So obviously this is different from my standard style. I wanted to try to get more rounded shapes, more exaggeration. When it comes, I talked a bit about this in the fan server, but when it comes to my style, the thing that I like most is kind of the contrast between curves and angles, and also okay, the little tension that occurs at, like, your wrist when you bend hands a certain way. It makes a very specific... Okay, so this shape right here that Murder God is making with her hand, which I just circled with my cool mouse. This shape here is what's really interesting to me. Like, that little corner that the wrist makes, the way that that small point kind of tapers off compared to the thickness and the emphasis of, like, her elbow, stuff like that. It's I don't know if that makes any sense, but I liked drawing that shit, and I was trying to figure out what the fuck was working about this, and one Steel Emissary said to me when he visited for Voidcation, Crimes, what is working in some sketches you showed me is your directional lines, and I was like, he's fucking right, okay, sure, cool. So anyway, right, so this was the first style test. And then, as I tried to do more style tests, I did this picture of, this is supposed to be Working Week Loki, so, you know, it was actually secretly, I was trying to work out how Chaos God looked in this style.
Or David Tennant.
He looks very David Tennant, yeah.
I remember you sharing this and being like, David Tennant?
I was like, this one,
I have not seen this.
I was like, oh, this looks neat, and then Queen was like, he looks like David Tennant, and I was like, it does look like David Tennant! God fucking damn it! No! What year is it? But no, this was actually meant to be my first work toward Chaos God. So I did this, and then and then I had to, like, leave things for a while because, you know, my arms broke. So some time passed, and as that time passed, I learned to draw faster. And then a year passed. Well, I sat there going, I have to draw faster. I have to figure out how to draw Murder God super cartoony. And all of the different changes happened over the course of 2020. And then I was like, okay, well, it's December 2020. I'd better work out what I'm doing. And so I took this picture of Loki, not David Tennant. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, and this is the one I have
this
seen.
bastard. So this was obviously my first attempt at figuring out what to do for Chaos God's outfit. This is a little long. This is much longer. This is also the case with She Rant. Like, the proportions are longer than what ended up in tables. I actually used this image for the first shot of Chaos God, so he actually looks slightly different in that compared to the rest of
Yeah,
the
no,
show.
especially his, like, hoof leg looks very elongated.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd say that it worked out, though, simply due to the nature of the shot itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it's a big pan up, you do have to get the scale, you know?
Yeah. Yep. This outfit was entirely a me creation. So when I first drew the Loki, I was like, so Alex, are you sure you want him to have the crazy legs? And Alex went, well, I would really like the crazy legs. And I was like, I want to make Alex happy. Okay, I'll figure out how to make the crazy legs. So I made the crazy legs. Yeah, the single spat on the bird leg is really fun. And,
I love it.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so what do I do? Well, he's got to have the pinstripes, right? Because otherwise the song doesn't make sense, right? And I'm like, I want to give him a long coat, but he wouldn't want it to be balanced. This character likes asymmetry, and I was like, and as I added more details to this thing, I was like, I'm gonna have to draw this 1,000,000 times. God fucking damn it, what am I doing? And then I was like, but I can't simplify it. It wouldn't make sense for the character. Murder God has to look underdressed compared to this. God fucking damn it. So there I was, adding more and more details, losing my fucking mind. I sent it to Alex, and he went, this is good, and I was like, haha. So, and I kept being like, is there a way to simplify this? And I knew in my heart, the answer was no.
You know, I'm actually really shocked. I only, like, forgot the pinstripes on, like, one frame. I'm genuinely impressed with myself.
I mean, once you, like, I don't know, whenever I drew him, he didn't look right without the stripes.
Yeah, he doesn't feel whole without them, because they're adding in, like, a whole bunch of dynamic space.
Yeah. God. But yeah, so there we are. We've designed the boy. Now the boy. Now we gotta, like, start doing character designs. Hang on, let me No, I'll delete these later. Okay, so I'm like, all right. I've made the boy. It's time to make the girl. So, this was where I decided to start really pushing the designs. I decided, okay, I'm gonna really push this to be as cartoony as possible. So, yeah, these were mostly guides for myself, because at the time, I thought I was gonna draw this all by myself. So, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give her a cute little dress. She's not gonna have the toll like she does in a regular outfit. I saw this particular dress on a video that I consulted while I was looking up stuff for the dip, and I was like, oh, that little keyhole in the back is super fucking cute, so I added that. Yes, the dress does have straps. Can confirm it has straps. Obviously, I added color to this back when I was like, maybe we'll color it, which,
No.
that's,
No.
no, it's not
No.
gonna happen. The really important stuff that makes this whole thing work is, like, I wanted her to look kind of petite and frail, and, like, I'm like, this woman needs to look very vulnerable and very bullyable.
Yeah,
Very important.
That's the most important part.
But I also gave her a choker. Because
why not?
And then I continued to not draw the choker.
You did, in fact, forget to draw the choker. You can tell, that's where you can really tell the switch happens, because the choker stops being emphasized.
There's a few frames I found where I did do it, and then I just didn't for, like, most of them. It's fine.
But it's fine. So yeah, obviously she's mostly circles and wedges. That's her. Hooray, we did it. So then it was time to draw this bastard man. This turnaround is a monster. Fun fact, obviously these colors are not true to how he ended up, like, since his leg should not be red, but it would have been red for this animatic specifically.
Because it doesn't fit with the color palette.
He would not get his blues were we to color this, but it never
He's
happened.
not allowed to have blue.
He's not allowed to
I thought we were just gonna, like, I considered, because there was a period of time when we thought about doing this, and then it was like, if we have time, we didn't have time. But, like, it was, I thought about doing the reddish grayscale that we kind of did with Waltz again. So I actually did start, like, putting values in for people, then I was like, we're never gonna use this, so I stopped.
Yep. Rip. So here's the bastard man. I did not mean to accidentally add pink to him. I'm a fool. The last thing I did in this is I grabbed that one frame to add blush so I could post it.
Yeah.
The last thing I did.
Leaking that frame. Me losing my mind in the background.
I leaked the one frame. It's a cute frame. Right. So I guess should we do? I think we'll stick with character designs first. I think since we're on that right now. So
Okey
I
dokey.
guess it's time to talk. Guys, you gotta go. You gotta fucking go. It's time for you guys to leave. You're not. Part
Your
of
time
this.
has come. You're not here anymore.
You're not-
Bam! Your candy's gone.
I'm worried if I close this, I'll reveal something before I'm supposed to, so I'll leave it. Okay. So here's our cut men. I knew from the very beginning of the animatic that I wanted to make sure all the cutmen would have either their eyes closed or you wouldn't be able to see their glasses, because it was meant to help kind of really emphasize that they're, like, puppets. Oh boy. But also, had to switch things around. Fun fact, when I initially drew this, obviously, Gik Millicuddy's robot arm was on a different side. And then Steel. Oh my god, someone turned the lo-fi back on. I just realized the lo-fi is
Oh,
on.
fuck, the lo-fi's
I got so used to it being off that I just, like, let it happen. I realized it about,
Bring the
I'd say, 10 minutes ago.
I did not notice it was gone.
Did you just not want the lo-fi? Did you think you were gonna get to escape the lo-fi?
I
We
thought
have to
maybe
have
for a
lo-fi.
minute I might escape the lo-fi,
No.
yes.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
Okay, Luke Rembo, let's come back.
But yeah, so Geekmillicuddy, so Geekmill has many spider legs shoved into only 2 pants legs. Actually, I'll say that I'm not sure how it works, like... No, it's spider legs from waist down. You know, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter, we're not overthinking this.
You know what? We rarely have to see DMP characters from below the waist, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Doc's outfit is based a little bit off of the vibes he had in Waltz, but also I kind of wanted him to have like that 80s tux vibe, and I wanted to give him a cute bowler hat because he looks cute in a bowler hat. There's no other reason. I was just like, you know,
It's just good.
You know, now that Doc has exploded, we may as well enjoy Doc at his most cartoony. Remember what we lost. Geekmillicuddy's arm switched when Steel did the art, so it is on the other arm. Oh well, it's fine.
You know, I was like so confused when I first saw the reference. I was like, what is going on here?
It moved. That's what happened.
It moved.
Geekmillicuddy is keeping his hat because Geekmillicuddy is not Geekmillicuddy without his hat.
Yeah.
He needs that hat. And then with Steven and Kato, I wanted to go more, you know, old-timey, because they have more old-timey vibes than Doc and Geekmillicuddy do. Kato got the top hat. Because it's only correct. He should be, this Dracula ass should be the most Dracula.
That hat'll be a special tool that helps us later.
Yes. Oh yes, the hat. The hat will come back. We'll get back to the hat. But yes, so, and then I wanted to give Steven, like, I don't know how to explain this hat. It's like that riverboat singer hat kind of vibe. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted him to have the
It looks like the Music Man.
Yes, the Music Man, yes. That's what I wanted. So I designed these boys, and around this time, I realized, around this time, I had started on this prep in January, right? So it's January 2021, I'm getting prepped for this thing, and I realize, okay, oh wow, the clouds outside are really pretty. They're like purple, it's fucking rad.
Wow, it's really coming down out there.
Man, it's really coming down out there. It's just really coming down out there. Right, so I started this, it's January 2021, I'm like, okay, I don't know how to make animatics. Alex, yes, can I please open the blood pact to Brodingles so he can offer advice? And Alex went, okay. And that's how Bro ended up being exposed to the blood pact significantly earlier than anyone else.
That is the only reason. That is 100% the only reason.
Yep.
Like, I feel like people have this thought that I just know things all the time, and I'm like, no. No, it just keeps being circumstance. I just keep being around.
Yep. So, I'm like, Brodingles, yes, we're making an animatic. Oh. And so I kind of pitched my rough idea, I showed some of the sketches, I showed I showed Bro the cover, which, by the way, Alex's cover, fucking great.
It's better than the original.
It is better than the original. I mean, I will die on this fucking hill.
Listen, I am not the kind of person who will go, oh, my friend made this thing, so it's better than the... I will never do that unless it is true. It's true. I love Brendan Urie. Brendan Urie is one of my favorite singers, one of the few people I have ever thought to go see in concert. He did not do very well on this song. It does not have the energy that it needs. Alex brings the energy that it needs.
Yeah,
yes.
You're right.
Like, listen, you can just tell that with every word, Chaos God is having the time of his fucking life. It's so good.
He's just so bastard.
He's so bastard. Like, as soon as I heard that fucking laugh, I was like, I'm so fucking ready. I'm so fucking ready.
Yeah. That laugh was so good.
So good. He's just, I'm like, oh my god. Oh, he sounds like such a bastard. Okay.
I'm a diva. Oh, and the smokes. I'm sorry. I've memorized how Alex does the intonation on this thing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh no, same. Whenever I hear the original song now, I'm just like, oh, this feels so
It's not
wrong.
correct. It's not correct.
Thank goodness the song is now available to put on my various playlists. Okay, so right. So I did all these designs, and then I was like, Bro Dingles, I need your help. I need your animatic advice. And Bro said, I will do this. But, and then he puts his hand on my shoulder, and he's like, can I help you design the fashion for the Awakened? And I was like, did you think you needed to ask? And
Close.
so we began the Awakened art.
Jingle's outfit
Wow.
like keys.
Okay.
So, can I talk on this? Because, yay! Because I have my Shut Up, I Want to Talk About Hot Topic document open.
I love this document so much.
So, I'll put this in the fan server later, but I made a document titled Shut Up, I Want to Talk About Hot Topic after we showed the cast the animatic, because they didn't know about it, because they didn't know about Chaos. But I wanted to tell everybody, like, what was the inspiration on the character designs? Oh god, this is old Vinny. Okay.
Yeah, that's an incorrect Vinny.
So I'm gonna have to find new Vinny.
Yeah,
find the correct one.
God, but so with Valencia, like, I'm just gonna go. Oh well, there he is. There's new Vinny.
There he is. There he is.
Hang on,
There's
I
the
have to add
boy.
it to Photoshop so the viewers. Oh wait, no, I can just drop them onto here, can't I? Hang on. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you. I was just like, I'd better do my.
No, you're
job
good.
And get the proper Vincent Marshall read. Hang on, let me shrink him.
You
down
can keep
to
old Vinny for a while, so we can.
Hang on, let me put him. To
Shrink him to his correct.
okay, now we're ready. I apologize.
Okay.
Continue.
That really is the correct size. That's really funny.
I know how
Sorry.
tall my boyfriend is supposed to be.
I know you know. God. So with Valencia, initially I was just like, okay, so we're doing so I was initially given like Victorian-esque whatever. And then it was just like later this group went through a couple like run-throughs. These four specifically went through a couple run-throughs.
I think I might still have wait, do I? Let's find out. No.
I have them in the thing. Oh, well, there's Self-Indulgent Grace.
There's
so
a
we
Grace.
have one. So,
But like hello Grace Garden. But no, so with Valencia I actually I got 20th Century Fancy Dress. So I was like, cool. But I needed to go back a little further for Val, so I needed to go like a little bit more Victorian. So I ended up finding a bunch of bustles and stuff, just these very vertical, but then they poof out at the booty kind of things, because I figured that would fit her really well. Her neckline is meant to be like her typical neckline, except a little bit more reserved. Like, we needed to keep the fact that she has boobies like very, very blatant, but. You know, and then like with the crest in the middle, I just figured that was important that she keep that there, that she keep like but this time it's an oval instead of her typical necklace, just for the sake of drawing it easier, and also because it looks better. But then I looked at Kristen and I was like, Kristen, yes, can she have the tiny top hat with the widow's thing on it? And it's like, of course.
It's so pretty, but it's so hard to draw.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a little double layered, but you know, you couldn't go into Hot Topic without those. And Kristen added the little Cernos antlers horns at the top.
There's
It's so good,
there's
but it's
horns
so
and
good.
also stork feathers, because her crest
'Cause her
is
mom.
antlers and
Oh, I
antlers.
never realized that. Oh, that makes sense. I'm learning things today.
Yeah. So like great. So she has like this 2-piece bustle thing going on, and it was like, how do you make Valencia Lynch a different kind of extra? Was the goal with Valencia. So moving on to Grace. Grace had a couple passes because I think I did her second. I figured anyone who would be wearing like a full out like dress would be second. So I came up with 3 designs for Grace. And one was like closest to her usual outfit. One was more simple and Grace's, and her hair is up. But this one was titled, the one Kristen has was titled Self-Indulgent Grace, which was, I threw everything to the wind and was just like, I just want to draw her in something I think she would look cute in, because I was just like, I just want to draw Grace Garden looking cute in an outfit. And she has like these cool boots under there. You'll never see them. Well, no, wait, you do see them in the thing, because they end up falling over.
I ended up
They're different boots.
They're different boots.
But yeah, so we ended up with this Grace, which was, I think, Kristen was like, we need to hot topic this more. This whole group went through, again, a couple like things.
Yeah.
Kristen was like, this looks neat. We need to hot topic this more. So we ended up finding some really, pretty much. So we ended up finding more, some references online, and was like, oh, wouldn't it look great if she had like the fishnet arms and the like it's a corset but not a corset, if I remember.
Yeah.
It gives the illusion of a corset, but I don't think it's actually a corset.
Yeah, I very specifically looked up steampunk dresses.
Yeah.
I looked up goth steampunk.
Oh, I love that. That's good.
And I just remember finding this really cool outfit and just being like, Grace would wear this, and that's what Grace ended up getting put in. Like it just putting her in like these laced boots, just these laced steampunk boots, just feels really correct. Actually,
It's correct. It's so correct.
So correct.
God.
So fucking right.
All right,
you're
so
son.
on to Junior No Last Name, who was actually the last person finished because he was causing so many problems, unless it was Vinny.
No,
God.
well, Vinny is technically last because he got a full-on redesign a few days later, but
So here's the thing with Junior No Last Name. The reason why we realized we needed to hot topic up more is because we finished everybody else and came back and said Junior looks naked, because he basically was not wearing it. Like I had pulled I had asked Cammy about this, and she didn't know about the animatic, but like I had asked Cammy, like, hey, so if you had to put Junior in some like Victorian era clothing, and she straight up was just like, what is the name of that show that people have been watching? It has like it's like this black Victorian like whole thing. I don't remember what it's called, but like
Lovecraft
nope.
Country?
No, it's not Lovecraft Country. It's
I don't watch things.
It's this whole everybody's wearing. It's this upper class regal stuff. I don't remember what it's called, but it's people are. It's not the Nevers,
Is it
but
like
like
Academia?
no. I'm just gonna give up for now because something. It was one word, 2 syllables, but like or 3 syllables, but like yeah. So what we ended up doing is going back and another one of those. Let's just be self-indulgent and let's just. So he has to have his sleeves. He rolls up his sleeves, and then we give him this vest, and it's like, oh, he needs a stupid chain. He needs a stupid chain. Who is he without his stupid chain? And then it's just like, okay, he's not extra. And then it's like, he's not extra enough. He's still not extra enough. So we gave him wristbands, and it was like, he's not extra enough. He's still not extra enough. I just realized that unless you would have went back and checked this, you wouldn't have noticed. He's supposed to have rings on, but that's the other thing.
He's got rings.
Yeah.
You can kind of see them in the initial shots.
In the initial shots, yeah. I mean, like, Anna wouldn't have known this because unless you would have like read Kristen's tiny text.
I didn't know if I should put them because I was like, I don't know what the fuck this would look like. So I was just like,
I just put like bands. Like they wouldn't.
They'd be bands.
Yeah,
they'd be too small to recognize anything else. Yeah. But like this is where we point out all of our mistakes. Woo! But then it's like, okay, let's pull his hair back because that also is extra. Like it's a different Junior if that way. And then let's give him a bolo tie because I'm me, and you have to throw something in there at all times. And then it's like, okay, let's add the wings to the vest. This is before Black Stars Junior was a thing.
Yep.
So this vest is why I ended up giving that vest wings, but I gave this vest wings because of the Abdu in Monster Camp. My brain just kept going back to those wings and being like, put them in there. And it's like, I don't know, he still follows Murder God technically. Let's put some bird imagery on him.
Bird.
And of course, ever important snake bites.
Yeah.
Ever important snake bites. So Vinny.
Oh god.
So we were trying to avoid something with this version of Vinny, and we ended up avoiding it so hard we swerved into ridiculous territory. And I'm glad that we changed it because like we were looking at some Les Mis stuff, and that's part of what like initially we needed the somewhat romantic hero, and then like it just wasn't working. So then I actually ended up pulling up I believe the commission was for Terra. The romance novel. The romance novel, and I was like, I need something that feels like this because I didn't want that outfit, but I was like, need something that feels like this. So I ended up pulling up stuff from Shakespeare in Love, which yeah, because I was just like, no, we need that slightly like roguish like thought of. Oh, I actually put the word roguish, scrappy, romantic, trashy romance novel protagonist in this document.
Oh yeah, I think I read that.
God, the shirt's longer in the back than it is in the front because it just needed to fit wrong, but oh so right. So like, go ahead and pull up Fixed Vinny for
Fixed Vinny.
Admiral Vinny.
He's better.
Admiral Vinny.
He's fixed.
God, and those basically this was the round of people where like I know that I was holding back, and that's why we had to do it again. It was like this entire animatic is just live your dreams.
Live your dreams. This entire thing is made to be self-indulgent.
It really is.
Yeah. It's valid.
Alright.
He's a good man.
I will try to take less time on the other ones. My bad.
Okay, it's okay. You're good. We've got time. Alright, so.
Alright, so next is Thorin.
Oh my god, I love this one.
God, Thorin, okay. Thorin is about where we figured out what we were doing. And with Thorin, I had like this mental idea of, oh, wouldn't it be cool if you had like a suit jacket at the top and it's like a little higher at the waist, but then you get this like then you get this tutu at the bottom and it poofs. And then I talked to Kristen about this for a little bit, and then she said, "So Luz's Grom outfit?"
Yeah, that's it.
From the Owl House?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but like make the skirt poofier.
Yes.
It's good. It's very good. This is one of my favorites.
God. With the tiny top hat? Yes, with the tiny top hat. Yes, same brain cell.
Absolutely.
Good.
You got it. You just got it.
You just got it, because like Thorin already is dressed pretty gender non-conforming, just as usual as a kid, because JoJo's had that concept this whole time, like ever since Thorin was concepted. We were like, we need to respect that in tables. Give Thorin a tutu. Let him go wee.
He's so cute. He's one of my favorites out of all of them. He's so good.
It's very good.
All right, Hugo Hernandez. This is just Billy Joe Cobra.
Billy Joe Cobra without the floof.
This is Billy Joe Cobra without the neck floof, because Hugo's hair works as the neck floof.
Yes.
He is.
You also added a tail, which I totally am down for. Like the tail added a lot to it. You also added a feather to the head, to the okay. So Billy's skull part of his hat is a little bit in the middle. I'm glad that you moved it to the side and added the wispy feather, because it adds to like a lot of these designs are very asymmetric in certain areas, and I'm really glad that you added through that. It's like so the reason why we had so much trouble with Vinny is because Hugo exists.
Yeah.
And we were just like, we kind of want to go Disney Prince, but like Hugo's right here. And then we realized that like we didn't want to go Disney Prince with Hugo. Billy Joe Cobra is a rocker. Like, so is Hugo.
Yeah.
Getting that rock star energy going. Like, this is the perfect time to have Hugo have the extra rock star energy. Like, why would you not?
Why would you not?
Yeah.
Good. So with Haley Wong, I had to leave the room. I don't remember how long. I just yelled at Kristen, "Prince!"
And I was like, okay.
I read the document. I saw this.
And Kristen knew exactly which outfit I meant just by saying Prince. Because I don't think it's the first one that comes up, because it wasn't when I looked at
I
it.
very specifically went Prince purple suit because I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, I was just like, no, it's the Prince suit. It's the very important Prince suit. God. And it's like, this is something I thought about post-haste, but it's like, and I wrote it down in the Shut Up, I Want to Talk About Hot Topic doc, but like, Haley dresses very tough and felt more like she needed to be wearing pants.
I actually double checked with Juno. I was like, hey Juno, if Haley were to say, I don't know, be in formal wear, would she go with a dress or a suit? And Juno said a suit, so.
Yeah, you did. I was about to say, covering our bases, it was axed. Like, it wasn't just like a whole god. And, Prince plays with, the whole, like, masculine feminine thing at the same time, but also it's just really fun and cool, and I just feel like
so good.
It just looks really good on her. It has like the rebellious punk aesthetic, but like even more than otherwise,
So good.
it was very important to me.
Yeah, no, I liked the I don't know, I was like, it felt right, and also as I was drawing this, I finally realized, oh, I figured out how to draw Haley's hair in my style.
That was the other thing.
I have
like
never figured it out. I don't know how to draw Haley's hair. I never have. I don't know when I will.
It's a fishtail. Her head's a fish.
Yeah, you're just making a fish.
Fish.
It's just a fish.
Yeah.
Kristen has to talk about Tommy because I was not in the room for this.
Tommy, I'll be honest, I was so stumped on what to do for him. Like, I knew I was gonna give him a fucking fedora, because somebody has to wear a fedora. And I was like, oh,
Tommy
God damn it,
diagnosed
what the fuck
fedora.
do I do? And so I just googled, like, emo prom suit. And I just took a few and just sort of meshed them together, and that's how we got
Good.
this. He has a little heart collar pin, as you can see. Yeah, he looks fine.
Every time I look at this, I always go, it's very Mystery Skulls.
It is very Mystery Skulls. Luke
Gosh.
says he looks like he looks Onceler. No. Y'all, okay, listen. Y'all keep assigning things Onceler kin like you fuckers know anything about the Onceler. You weren't fucking there. You don't know. He does
Listen,
not look
I
like
wouldn't
the
look at this.
Onceler.
Yeah, one, you're assuming anybody in the Onceler fandom that would have made an ass block for this character with this design would have left the hat on. They wouldn't have.
They wouldn't.
Most of us don't leave the hat on.
No. Most Onceler fans do not include the hat because it kinda... Well, one, because they'd have to keep drawing the hat. Like, the hair... No. His hair is not even slightly Onceler hair.
Yeah,
It's
really...
not.
There's no proof that you will have here that makes this make sense.
No,
I'm sorry.
You're saying... You are speaking from a place of ignorance.
Oops, no.
Good.
You weren't there. But yeah, so that's it. That's this guy. I don't have much else to say about it. I just went, okay, emo prom, whatever.
It
Now
works.
on to Ezra and Percy.
Oh,
All right, so the other two parts of the train. No, I'm sorry.
Yes.
We began with Valparaiso. We will end with Valparaiso. No, I'm joking. So Ezra Crane. I just looked at Kristen and said, I just want to give him puffy sleeves and gloves. Is that so wrong? Is
And I
that
was
so
like,
bad?
No, you're so fucking right. You're so right.
It just feels correct to give him puffy sleeves. Kristen also, once again, all of the Black Stars, all three of the Black Stars children have something from their Pantheon person on their outfit.
Yep.
Yeah.
They will never be free. But like I was just like, I don't know. My brain kept saying, I didn't say this out loud to Kristen, so she didn't know until later. But my brain just kept going, I want to give him Dark Circus vibes. Like I just want to give him Dark Circus vibes. And I couldn't figure out why until I was making this document, and then I was just like, oh, because I want him to look like he exists in the music video for Outkast's The Whole World. Which, if you've ever seen this music video, he fits right in. No.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to look that up later.
Yeah, he looks well. When I linked the thing, it has the link in it.
Oh,
But
I forgot about that.
yeah, he's a whole carny.
It's a whole-
So then we looked at so like Ezra needed to have like those open and free vibes without like extra things, and then Kristen was like earring, and I was like, wow, yes, please.
So I grabbed
So
an earring,
good.
and this is actually Homura's earring from the Madoka Rebellion movie. Just.
I'm very sad the one shot of Ezra I drew was from the other side. I wanted to draw this.
Every shot I drew of Ezra, you can't see this fucking.
He's just constantly facing the right.
It's so depressing.
You included a whole earring, and it's just not in the animatic.
Like, all of the shots of Ezra do not really show off this earring, and they really don't show off the rat on his hat very well
Yeah.
either. It's so fucking sad.
Ezra was done dirty.
Listen,
God.
some things just sort of, that's just how it fucking went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And then there's Percy
And
Blackwood.
then there's Percy.
alright,
It's-
so when we started drawing Percy, at first I was like, maybe we'll put him in a cool coat. So I googled cool coats.
Are you gonna show the image? Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's Percy Blackwood. It's Percy Blackcape.
He just looks so adorable.
Hi, Miss Sam. I'm ready for the trip, Brave.
I can't fucking breathe.
Good.
God, he looks like a preteen. He's like a preteen farm boy who just got into his goth phase, and he blew his Christmas money on this coat from Hot Topic.
God.
So we were like, so I drew this as a joke. We never thought this was actually gonna be the thing. We just saw this coat, and I was like, I have to draw Percy in this stupid fucking coat. So we drew this, had a good laugh, and then we were like, okay. So what do we do? And we stared at it, and then as one, bro and I were like, the Black Parade marching band uniform.
It's so good. This might be my favorite one. It's so good. So much.
It's just the thing is he looks.
Cute.
So you look at. What is this man's name again? I'm gonna be murdered by the emo kids of 2000s. What is the lead singer's name again?
I have no idea. I was not an MCR person.
Gerard Way.
Thank you. He
I
looks
know
like
things.
Gerard from this cover. It's a mixture of the actual skeleton and because it has the tassels and stuff and the hat and just Gerard Way because he just looks like Gerard Way.
He does. It's so good. I love this one so much.
But it was a joke and it looks ridiculous, but also he's still very cute. We ended up on Black Parade because it was really cute but still punk quality. He just looked nice in a marching band uniform.
He does. He really does.
He does.
Look at him go, little skeleton man.
Cute.
It's just unnecessarily adorable. So that's it. That's our folks. They're all very good, and I love them all very, very much.
I'm gonna put this in the MP files in the fan server if you wanna peruse for
it's good.
things.
Draw fan art.
Please draw fan art. We would love to see fan art.
I want to see fan art to feel my content brain.
Okay, goodbye, Awakened. Goodbye, Percy's cool coat. Goodbye, style test. And I have one final image, which is this very important picture that I found while I was looking for references.
Can you explain? I don't know what this is.
It's just well, you see, as I was looking for references for how to pose, Chaos God singing into a microphone at the end, I googled, guy singing into a microphone, and this picture came up, and I was like, I have no choice. I must make this. I did.
I hate it a lot.
I also hate it. But, we do what we have to. Right, so the design part of this whole thing, it was done. So, what's next? Next, after this process, is, well, I had to make a bunch of thumbnails, you see.
Yes, we get crime shorthand.
Okay, so first of all, I need to explain that it took me, I want to say 3 weeks to do these thumbnails, because some people, Bro Dingles is the sort of person who, it's like, I know, bro, you're like, if I do all the thumbnails, then that's it, my brain says the thing is over and I can't do it. So, bro is the sort of person who will go with, I do what I'm most inspired to do. For me, I have to do something from, I have to put the whole skeleton of the thing together from start to finish. I have to know where everything is before I can start on the next step. And I can't start drawing a section that I want to draw before everything else, because my brain's like, no, you can't do that yet. You're not at this part of the thing yet. So anyway, so I made thumbnails. And it took a while. And now I'm gonna show you those thumbnails that go along with the song, which Bro Dingles so helpfully edited together for me. Chris, why are you doing this lead up, this amp up? Because you see, as I take a sip of water. So, if we play tables here on stream, we will probably get a copyright claim. So we can't actually play Alex's cover. Which means I, Crime Straczynski, am going to have to sing tables to you while we watch the thing. So
I'm
please,
so ready for
everyone,
this.
get ready for the greatest performance of my life. I now present to you. Hang on, let me remove the ice that's stuck to my neck so I can fully get into singing. Everyone, get ready for. There's a reason these tables are numbered, etc., 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 but in stick figures. Please leave all overcoat seats and top hats with the doorman. From that moment, you'll be out of place and underdressed. I'm wrecking this evening already and loving every minute of it, ruining this banquet for the mildly inspiring and dun-dun-dun-dun. I'm a little fast. Please leave all overcoats, canes, and top hats with the doorman. From that moment, you'll be out of place and underdressed. I'm wrecking this evening already and loving every minute of it, ruining this banquet for the mildly inspiring and when you pinstripes.
Take off my French knives.
Whoa, everything goes according to plan. I'm the new Cancer, never looked better. You can't stand it, but because you say so under your breath, your reading lips. Where did he get all confident? Haven't you heard that? I'm the new Cancer, never looked better, and you can't stand it. Heh, bastard laugh. Next is a trip to the ladies' room in vain, and I bet you just can't keep up with these fashionistas. And tonight you are a whispering campaign. I bet to them your name is cheap. I bet to them you look like shit. Talk to the mirror, oh, choke back tears, and keep telling yourself that I'm a diva. And the smokes in that cigarette box on the table, they just so happen to be laced with nitroglycerin. I'm the new Cancer, never look better, you can't stand it. You just say so under your breath, your reading lips. When did he get all confident? Haven't you heard that? I'm the new Cancer, never looked better, and you can't stand it. Woo! Haven't you heard that? I'm the new Cancer. I never looked better, and you can't stand it. Haven't you heard that? I'm the new Cancer. I never looked better, and you can't stand it. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out with no one. God, I never been so surreptitious. I hope you'll be distracted when I spike the punch. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out with no one sizing you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so I hope you'll be distracted when I spike the punch. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out with no one sizing you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course you'll be distracted when I spike the punch.
The fucking performance of a century! Wow!
You know, we were talking about how Alex's cover is better than yours. Yours is the best one that I've heard so far.
We should have just used that. We should have just used that for the animatic. That was better.
You're so
God,
right.
single take.
Single take. Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh god,
Truly, I'm an artist.
I can't fucking breathe.
Are there any thumbnails in particular you guys are
Yeet.
interested in?
Send the yeet.
Let me grab the yeet.
I love the yeet so much. It's
Hang
the
on,
best.
so I have to... Hang on, I gotta move this around so I can see the chat again. There we go. Okay.
Oh my god, I
So-
can't breathe.
God. Just... I'm... I really like this particular pose a lot. So children, as I think I mentioned already, I started working on this in January. And, the thing with Photoshop and with sharing screens is, you know, you'll see people's folders, and I was very worried that people would find out, before the time. So this is hidden in my DMP folder, random art, these are spoilers, and then there's a reason these tables, etc.
I see.
Yes. Okay, so we're looking for the yeet. Alright, so there are 21 pages.
There's a lot.
There's 21 pages of thumbnails. So
there it is. There's the yeet. It's so good.
I forgot how stretched she was. I haven't seen it in so long.
So dumb.
I really wanted to make sure I'm happy that you were here to draw it because I wasn't going to be able to, Anna, but I was really excited to try to teach myself to do a little bit of, like, you know, smear framing with this.
God.
So she gets really exaggerated here with the yeet, and then, you know, she gets really
so
squishy
good.
when she lands.
Yeah. You wrote yeet on it, which is what makes it so good.
Yeet! Toss away, Mike. Yes, a fun thing of, so, I'm sure you all noticed, that in the thumbnails, Chaos God has that cool cane of his. Which
oh
is
my
just
god, the
so cool!
Oh.
And as he was doing all these things, I suddenly realized, like, I drew all the thumbnails, and then when I went to go draw the actual thing, I was like, wait a fucking minute.
God.
How long is he gonna have? He doesn't have a cane in any of the other things I drew. Look at how cute he looks in this frame, holding this cane, but I need him to get rid of the, what am I gonna do? And then I was like, I'm just gonna have him throw the cane away. That's what I'm gonna do. Modern problems call for modern solutions. You should.
God, remember the first edit bro did
Oh
where
my God.
the cane just kind of disappeared?
I just realized you guys can't see the thumbnails. My bad. Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think the stream has changed
They
over
did.
now that I
My
think
bad.
about
Let me
it.
fix it.
And then I forgot because I was watching and engaged.
Okay, right. So here's the yeet. My bad. I am sorry, everyone. I'm a professional. Woo. So here's the yeet. Here's the whole, like, getting passed through the Cutman sequence. And this also means you guys get to see my cool thumbnails.
They're so good. I love them.
Yeah, so I was trying to get, like, some squash and stretch going. There's a lot of, like, my verbal directions in here, like, toss away Mike.
Yeet.
Yeet. God. But yeah, I'm like, okay, he has this. There's just, you know, Chaos God is around for, like, 3 sequences in this, and in 2 of them, he has some kind of prop that I realize I need him to get rid of once it stops being cool. So he just throws it away.
He just loves throwing away the stuff he just summons out of nowhere. It's so good.
So he's like, oh, this is cool, I don't need it anymore. I saved this one just because I just think it's fun. I really like this murder god face. I think it's really
It's a good murder god face.
Murder god face.
It has an energy.
It has an energy to it. I'm trying to find any others that are like, so let me find the one of like where he's like pointing at the audience. Listen.
That's one of my favorite ones.
This had to change since at the time I didn't realize that he changes things by clapping instead of snapping.
Yeah.
But you know, I still think it's a cool sequence. Sorry, I'm looking at his pointy hand. But yeah, the tables sequence is the one that was the most like obnoxious because I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this whole section. Why? But yeah, so I hope now you all understand my stupid character shorthand. Let me see.
Yeah.
If I can find
No, when you were showing them on stream that one time, and then like I get into this and I'm like, oh, that's what those were for.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Why does bro know my thumbnails so
this
well?
means you can also see how things changed. So I wasn't sure if Ezra was going to be in his wheelchair for this. So initially I had him to the right, but then I was like, wait, he's gonna be in the wheelchair, so he can't be on the far side because that's totally gonna fuck with the composition. Because if I go like, cause the idea here for this particular shot, actually now I'll just show the fucking shot, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so this fucking shot right here.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I've been talking a lot about composition shit and how this stuff is meant to help, like, visually guide your eye. So, you know, like, Val will point you to Percy, who will point you back toward Ezra, who should be pointing you toward Grace and Val, and then there's just stuff behind them.
Stuff.
This was,
Stuff that I forgot to put in the actual.
it's fine.
Yeah, no, that.
I was wondering. I was like, how am I going to cover this? I guess I'll just cover it with them. Sorry.
That just happened. Yeah.
God, so I drew this, and this took so long, and so we designed the characters, I did the thumbnails, I did this one panel, and then my hand problems started. So I had to stop for months. Like a month and a half or something like that.
Oh.
So, and I was just like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh no. But then my hands came back in time for me to start drawing these. So I think next I can show my next favorite frame, which is the poof, because Vincent
So
jumping away from the poof is so good.
I love this Vincent so much.
Such a good Vincent.
It is the exact, I am of the opinion it is the exact approximation of how Vincent responds when startled.
Yes.
Yeah, no, like, he's ready to fight, but also he's just like, like,
Yes.
every time I hear this, I hear that noise.
Yes. And
You can hear
Junior, how long is Junior's hair? As long as it needs to be to Billow.
As long as it needs to be to Billow.
As long as it needs to be to Billow.
Yes. So, let's see here, so that happens, and then, you know, these boys hop into frame. So, when you look at, like, the thumbnails of this, if you look at the thumbnails of this, you see the boys pop into frame, and you'll note that Doc has a tall top hat, Kato doesn't have a tall top hat, because I hadn't just fully decided what he was wearing yet. And I was like, okay, so they're supposed to pop into frame, and then push Junior and Vinny out of frame, but I drew it, and then I was like, wait, fuck, I don't have enough space for Kato's hat. Okay, Kato's gonna be holding the hat. Yeah, okay, cool, that fixes the problem. This is a good Doc. He just looks like a freaking gremlin in this shot.
It's a good dog.
So anyway, Kato appears, and I'm like, okay, cool, it's exciting that he's there, that's great, and all, it's good that I have achieved, cut men, that's a good start. But here's something I have to ask. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? They're supposed to knock Vinny out of frame. Like, what do I do? Well, modern problems call for modern solutions.
The hat came back.
So, Vincent Marshall Reed gets slapped in the face with a top hat.
I love it so much.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. I will also point out Murder God's little like idiot hair okay just emotes through the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
God. So that was fun. So I'm not going to show you guys that, but there was for a very long time when they passed through the doorway, Kato's hair was
Oh god.
was very unfortunate.
It was see-through.
I'm pulling this one up because Anna pointed it out. The Chaos God symbol has been like spray painted over the like Black Star symbol, which I thought would be neat. Thank you for noticing the detail.
Yeah, I didn't say anything until like today. I totally noticed it for like weeks.
That's good. I'm glad somebody did. Let's see here. So
Listen, if I'm gonna have access to secret knowledge, I'm gonna try to notice things.
what, Kristen? Why did you zoom in on this panel? Because I think she looks really cute in this panel. She looks really cute, and I was like, this would be an excellent blush face if I just added blush. This is not meant to be blushy in this particular scenario. Listen.
Oh god.
Listen, I thought I shipped Chaos God and Murder God, and then I realized, you know what? I don't. They don't have that vibe. They just really don't. But that's okay. So here she is, looking cute. I apologize. I'm being an asshole and going through the frames that I'm really proud of. Like,
No.
What? How is that being? No, do it.
I literally did that in the fan server earlier. It's fine. You can do it.
This is
Him.
This is just a neat shot. I just like drawing
Good.
him. I just think he's neat.
He's neat.
I just think he's neat. Let's see here. I think I
Yes,
already...
Ploops, it was the emote from the wedding cake.
Yes. Yes, it was the wedding cake emote. I already showed the one of him tossing the cane. No, I didn't actually.
No, you
Listen,
did not.
This is the This is the greatest art of Chaos God I have
It's
ever
the best.
done or
It's
will
so
ever
good.
do.
It's so good.
Like
I
I'm gonna
love this
put
one so
I'm gonna
much.
put this shot in my portfolio. That's how much I like this shot.
It's so good.
It's just really cute. He's just
Him go,
having
"Oh,
such
I
a
love
fun time.
He's having a good time.
He's just having a good time.
He's just having a good time. So I just really like this shot. I just think it's really neat. And then he, does his stupid jump. He's so proud of himself. Look at how
He's having a
stupidly
good
dramatic this shot is. He's just. I had to figure out how the fuck he was going to stand and balance on this stupid.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, how is he gonna stand on this fucking banister? What the fuck?
How does this man's legs work?
It's not so much I wasn't too concerned about how his legs work. Like, I felt like I had a pretty good idea of, like, how, I have dealt enough with, like, digigrade legs to have the basic idea of how they function, even if I haven't drawn a lot of hooves in particular. The issue was more, I was like, your feet are really big, and this banister is not.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna, well, I guess you're just gonna stand on one leg for maximum extra.
Oh, he's so extra. He's so extra.
Here's a full shot of the clapping, so you all.
Oh, I love
here's
this.
the one shot that Ezra's.
You can see the earring. You can
God,
see
I feel bad that sorry.
Also, fun fact. Wow, look, it would seem in this shot that only Thorin and Valencia have their hats. But only in this shot. In other shots, they have the hats. It's completely inconsistent.
It's so inconsistent. I love it.
That's Chaos. Sorry, Brodingles, you were saying a thing.
Oh no, I feel bad because like one thing I wanted to do, but then by the time we got to the end of it, I either forgot. I was so stuck in the euphoria of being done that I didn't realize that there was a thing that I wanted to do.
Oh.
The thing that I wanted to do was have like all of the stuff you had written in the other things, have them come up and like fade in, fade out while people were clapping.
Oh, yeah,
So I wanted them to like bounce up, fade out, bounce up, fade out, bounce up, fade out.
That would have been cool.
I wanted to do it, and then by the time we got to the end of it all, I had exported and was like, I do not trust myself to touch this project again.
God! You just exported and we're like, nope, we're done. We're done.
Let me grab the, so the one frame where it pans across the crowd, unfortunately, like, that goes really fast, so you guys don't get to see all the detail in that, so let me just...
Yeah, this one is really fast. Like, when you pause it, it has a blur effect on it.
I had to pan it that
No, I
fast.
get it.
I wanted to slow it down, but I had to.
I understand. But yeah, so
Also,
here's...
Percy is doing that face again. I love it.
Yep. He's just having a good
love that.
time.
Wow, he just went all the way down the stairs.
I'm so happy with these fucking expressions. Like, Percy's just like, wow, he did such a good job. And then Valencia's like, oh, goodness.
He has done it.
And Grace is like, well, I mean, you're better than the other bitch. And Junior's just like, wow, I mean, that was impressive. I have to clap. It was impressive.
Thank you for reading my boy correctly. You know? Fair.
Here's Ezra, he's just like, I could have done that.
Ezra from his wheelchair. I could have done that.
He fucking would! He would!
Haley is absolutely saying something sarcastic here. I don't know what it is, but she's saying something.
She's saying something.
She's also saying I could have done that.
Yes! I'm thinking she absolutely could.
So
She could.
Ezra thinking, I could have done that. Haley saying, I could have done that. Tommy thinking, neither of these bitches could have done that. Obviously, Thorin is sitting on his shoulders, which is very cute.
That was so cool. Can I go next?
Meanwhile,
Hugo's just being very pleasant.
Murder God escapes the scene.
She's not having a good time. She's not
But
having
the
a good time.
bouncers, the bouncers see her.
But the bouncers see her. God. So for the laugh, I will be honest, I'm not very happy with the laugh. I wanted to go back and like redo it because like the way his hair moves doesn't really work quite right. Which is a shame, but didn't have time. And by didn't have time, I mean I didn't have arms. But I like this face. It's a good face. It's a good bastard face.
It's like
man.
this got drawn, and we were like, we will come back to it after we do the rest of the thing, or whenever we have time. And I think it was that around that time, actually.
Yeah, this
like a few days later.
Yeah, we were starting to head. We're getting to the end of like my capabilities, unfortunately.
Yeah.
God.
Soon I will take over.
So the part where Murder God enters the bathroom, this is the first scene I actually had in my head. Cause listen, I just pictured her going into the bathroom and she does like a little, you know, the sigh of relief. She is free. Aww. And then these bastards just pop out the fucking door.
I love this frame so much. It's so good.
Keep up!
These cartoon men coming for you.
The cartoon men, they approach.
God, they're almost their most cartoony in this shot, and I love that.
Yeah, they are the most.
Yeah,
cartoony.
like they have like full-on noodle arms and
rubber
this
hose
shot.
arms. Yeah.
I also love how Kato remains unimpressed, even.
Yeah.
Kato is not allowed to be impressed.
He's not impressed. He's probably not even yelling "keep up" that loudly.
No,
keep
up.
He's not.
God,
I'm pretty sure the loudest person right now is McGillicuddy, actually.
Yeah,
McGillicuddy and McGillicuddy are holding it themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, I had a lot of fun here because I got to emphasize Kato and Steven as lanky Tumblr men, and I got to just make McGillicuddy and McGillicuddy just straight up just the most cartoony they ever have been or ever will be.
Yeah.
Look at this charming old Mario man mocking this woman. So
good.
So then, and then, you know, this shot. Listen.
Keep up.
Her baby.
Her little ahoge just flopping.
Her ears. I love the way her ears move in this shot. It's so cute. She's just a little puppy.
Just like, why is this happening to me? It's a fun pose. I had a fun time.
Yeah.
God, and then we start heading into the fucking bathroom wherein, okay, so it's time to approach these women at the fucking bathroom, and like, I was like, oh god, they're gonna have to kind of be in the foreground, but also we're gonna have to see them in the mirror, and like, none of these heights are correct.
God.
Oh well.
Looks at Haley Wong next to Valencia Lynch.
Yeah, like Haley's shorter than Val.
This is just sort of how it ended up. Don't worry about it.
It's just composition, man.
It's just composition.
It's okay. DMP heights are not, they're not set in stone.
Listen, Val had to leave the shot last. It was very important.
Listen, it was very important to me that Val leave the shot last, and also Val does an oh ho ho.
Yeah, no. In the Ways to Be Wicked art I did for Ploops, I straight up took this. I was like, I'm using this. It's just too good.
Oh, she thinks she is. Sorry, I love doing like Starfire talk for Valencia.
Oh no, she 100% does Starfire talk. A puppy that perma-killed you. She didn't perma-kill Yugo. She came. Yugo came back.
He came back.
He's not dead. He's fine. Yugo's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, you know, and then we do the zoom into the sad bathroom, and she's all sad. Oh no.
Oh no,
I'm
baby.
having such a sad day. And then
I will be the most anime.
I like this shot. I think that it's fun.
Oh, baby.
The little, like, the tears, like, popping. Like, wait a fucking minute. What is going on here? And then... This was the second most important shot, of course.
Friendship!
They're friends. It was very important to me that he be so close that he's actually pushing one of her ears up and doing a very dramatic,
Friendship!
God. Listen, Murder God's just so unhappy.
He's having such a good time.
And she is
I'm
not.
Yeah.
And just this fucking shit.
I love his tongue just being out. That's what I always think about when I
Oh,
see
it's so good. She's not having a good time.
She's having the worst day. And then, and this was like the last shot I made when my arms were actually working. The series of
Yeah.
shots after this is when my hands started to not
Yeah.
work. And you can actually tell because like Murder God starts
Yeah.
going really off model because I didn't have like.
See, I think that might be partially why I started off really off model, because I was going off the last frame, which was a bad idea.
Frame. Yeah.
I didn't realize.
I like the Chaos God in this frame. It's one of my
Chaos God.
favorites.
yeah, Chaos God's fine. Murder God's weird, and I
Murder
continued
God's
that over by
So
accident.
Anna, the frame that you flip over is the frame right after this one,
Yes.
right?
This is the last frame I
Oh
did.
no, this is Christian.
Ah, okay. Then I also got confused about when the frame switched. I noticed that Kristen.
Wow.
Yep, I noticed she was off model slightly, so I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is about when Anna did it." It turns out that
no.
Kristen did it, but slightly
No.
off model.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then I continued being off model. Oops.
Yeah, she's off model because like God, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like she just
Yeah.
I don't know what happened here.
And I was
can't
like, it's
explain
the
it.
last frame. I should continue doing this. No.
I
No.
mean, yeah, if I'd had the foresight, I would have been like, this is actually not correct.
And then I just made it worse.
Hey, you picked up after that, and we're about to get to that. So
This hand holding the dynamite looks pretty cool, though. It's a nice hand. Wow, I can't imagine Crime Straczynski made a good hand.
Wow.
Wow.
did.
And then I had to take over, and I don't know how to draw hands.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell.
Okay. So then we start getting into Anna's stuff, which I do not have in Photoshop, so I'm about to have to go into Google Drive.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta delete all the stuff I've got open because I don't want to make the thing freak out. Okay, just close photo.
I'm sorry, Vinny. It's just
Ow.
I kind of want to make that an emoji in one of my servers.
Oh, please.
Alright, so I gotta do some quick looking for this thing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do I have? I don't even think I have. I don't have Google Chrome open yet in the stream, so it's fine. Okay, so as I attempt to remember where we put everything, Google Drive.
Make sure to put it up on stream so we don't have
I'm
a repeat
going
of
to, I'm
last
going
time.
to.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I get to the frames.
Frames.
Okay, let's.
Oh god, there's so many folders. There's so
There's
many
a
folders.
lot of folders. Okay, so
I grouped so many things together because I'm like, we can't have more folders. This is so much.
Okay, so I think frame 118 is, I believe, where you start. Nope, that's wrong.
No, that's too far.
That's too far. That's too much, man.
Is it laced with nitroglycerin? Like, oh yeah, I remember because the lip is slightly flat. It's that one, I believe.
Nope, this is the.
No.
That's bathroom.
Now we're too far back.
Ah! Okay,
It's in verse 2, scene 4, I think. I think I memorized that because of how many times I had to go back
it's
to
just-
it.
Okay, it's just out of sequence for
Oh.
some reason.
Why is it
Okay.
not? I thought. Oh, it was usually in sequence.
Oh,
for
I mean,
me.
that's a frame.
That's a frame
I don't
that I
know.
did. This is out of order. What?
Yeah, it did that to me while I was doing the thing. You
Oh.
might have to click like it. It's doing last modified. It's
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, is it
so
because I updated them or?
Oh, last modified. Rip.
I think if you click name, it'll automatically make it do it by name instead of.
Yeah.
Oh, right. There
Yeah.
we go.
There we go.
There we go. We solved
God,
it.
rip.
Sometimes Google Drive just does that. Just decides, oh, you want to do by what was the no. I don't. I
No.
always want to do it by
No.
name. Thank you.
Alright, there we go. So that's the last shot of mine, so that means...
Then we get into the weird 20-second period where everything looks awful.
It's, you know, it is okay. You know.
Hey, it was entirely passable. I didn't know that you switched, and I thought you switched like slightly earlier. So
many people, like, I challenged everyone in the fan server today to figure out when it switched. It took people longer than I was expecting, honestly.
See, to me, it's like super obvious, but
No, same.
I can tell Kristen didn't do. How do I put this? I could tell. Okay, I know Kristen's style well enough to know when it's not Kristen's. Like to know when it's not Kristen on model. So that's why I thought it switched was earlier because she did one that was slightly off model.
yeah.
I know this one's yours because hands and mouth.
Yeah. No, that's fair. God, no. It gets better later on. The first stuff I did was rough.
Yeah, what happened is, like, she gets slightly off model here, and I don't have the capability to fix it because I'm losing the ability to use my arms, and then her head's getting bigger, and then it goes that way, and oh god, oh no, what's
and then I was like, okay, let's continue doing this, and then it gets worse. Oh.
It's fine.
No, it's perfectly
all my
fine.
mistakes.
Hey, that's what happens when you look at your stuff on stream. Like,
To the internet.
welcome to the internet.
Yeah, so these were the panels that were like you first had to like actually
God.
draw in my style,
Yeah.
which is, you know, harder than you would think.
Yeah.
Like I will say, you know, it's still pretty close, but
It gets closer later
it gets
on.
closer as time goes on. Yes. Like you were doing a few frames, and then I was like, okay. I've never had to
Brings
teach
me into a call.
I've never had to teach anyone how to do my style before, but I guess I'm about to have to do that. This isn't. We're about to learn together.
We're gonna figure this out, and then we did mostly.
We're gonna figure it out. Okay, so these are.
This is a really big folder. This shot lasts for so long. It's obnoxious.
Well, I mean that makes sense. Okay, it's PSD. Okay. All right, so this is the shot where I'm just like,
Oh god.
that's definitely not my arch.
Yeah, that one is like my least favorite shot in this entire thing. I hate it.
It's okay. Like I said, you were learning.
That said, you always draw Gigmillicuddy and McGillicuddy very well, like
I don't
always.
know how from the start I drew them perfectly. I don't know how.
They're the
I don't
most
know why. I just drew them perfectly from the start. I didn't fix any, I did not fix any of them. Everyone else that I did, I fixed. I did not fix them.
They were correct, and then
we start getting better. We start getting a little bit better. And then, where's the one you redlined for me?
I think it might.
Not.
It's a little
I
bit
think it was
further.
the one after. I think it was that.
Yeah.
It was either
And
that
she's
one or the,
yeah,
It was either that one or the one after, I think.
because like there's an issue with the volume on this one because her chest is pointing down when she's
Yeah.
yeah
It might have been the one after. Let me just scroll up in the in-hell. It's probably pretty quickly up.
Yeah.
in the in hell.
Are you?
I know for a fact that one was redlined.
Oh, it's that one. It's that one. I just looked up.
Yeah.
It's that
So the key differences are like, I'm trying to figure out how best to explain like I said, basically, Murder God's limbs should always be basically sticks.
Yeah. That was one of the biggest problems with my early
Like,
stuff.
because the big thing was like you kept giving her like thick arms and like thick shoulders, and I'm like, no. She has to look like you can break her over your knee like a twig.
God, I watched Dreamland like a few days ago, and I was just looking and I'm like, all these murder gods are bad. Every single murder god in Dreamland is so bad.
No. They're actually
No.
hold on. They're actually very good. And I mean that genuinely because I've watched Dreamland at least 3 times.
Yeah.
But like, no, more than 3 because I watched it 3 when you premiered it in order to do that long comment, and then I watched it just on my own time. But like, no, it's just that if you're trying to specifically stylistically do Kristen, like that's like me saying my art's bad just because it doesn't look like Kristen's, even though I'm like just doing it different.
I did not like how they turned out. It's okay.
Hey, it happens, but like just
Yeah.
letting you know, don't get too in your head about
Yeah,
it,
the
you
thing,
know.
the thing with DMP especially is like, basically as long as you look at the character and you're like, I can tell it's that character, it really doesn't matter like how off model you go. It only mattered for this because it was an animatic.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we start moving along.
Where's the one frame that bro didn't add in because it flowed better? The lost frame.
It's that one. It was that one.
It was it was that one.
Ah,
It was
that
that
didn't
one
make it
because
in.
with the one that I got was too small,
Mm.
and I was just like this because I messaged Kristen and I was just like, this actually works better if I just don't use this frame, so I'm just not going to use this frame,
I was like,
and
So it never got used.
I didn't use it, and it ended up working better. Boys hollering.
Boys hollering.
So they weren't supposed to initially be frozen in the thing, and then I was like, it'll be too
Yeah.
busy if they keep swinging, so we'll just stop them.
There he comes.
Man.
Here comes
Here
the
comes
boy.
the little boy.
I like this panel a lot. It has some really good movement in it.
Oh, I really like that one. Yeah.
It's another one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's one of my faves too. I really like it.
Yep. Who's the bastard?
Here's the
Who's
bastard.
the bastard?
And Smarm. I really like that finger, that pointy finger.
It's a good point
Like that
finger.
pointy finger.
Oh, thank you.
I also like how you add like
Sorry.
the one curl at the top. No, it's in all of them, so you can just keep going.
Yeah.
That one specific like raptor like curl at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the one that Alex has as a PFP on this server?
It's coming up. It's
Coming,
coming
it's
up. We're
coming.
gonna get it's that
There it is.
one.
There we go.
The one.
This particular bastard man.
I love this one too. It's good.
It's a
He's
good, it's a
bastard.
good one. And
Now we're
now
going
it's
to the
time
interlude.
for the tables.
Tables? The tables.
Ah, yes.
Instead tables.
The tables without table.
Ah, yes,
these are
tables
empty.
without
These are all
tables.
empty.
What did you make?
These are all empty.
Wow.
Thanks.
You know what? I can see.
Thanks,
why,
Alex.
Wow.
I hate that actually. It's worse because it's April Murder God
Yeah,
and like the
yeah.
skin tone's not super off.
I hate it.
Okay. Interlude. Tables
Okay,
without
so now
tables.
for the fun thing. So there was a miscommunication. We were talking about the backgrounds, and we were like, Anna, you don't need to worry about the backgrounds. And so bro said you don't need to worry about the backgrounds, and I was like, oh, okay, so Anna doesn't need to draw the tables? And I was like, okay, Anna, you don't need to draw the tables. So this is the interlude without any of the tables.
They're all just floating. They're all floating
God,
There's
it's
Murder God.
in the middle of nowhere. God, they just. Also, this is when I actually started getting the style down.
Yes. I love these Percys are. This
Those
those are
Percy
great
I-
Percy Black.
I'm
ones.
like really weirdly good at drawing Percy, which honestly might have to do with the fact that he was the one I used to draw the most.
Percy's also just honestly, I don't
He's
know.
easy. I love him.
He's friend shaped, and that's a
He's good.
particular friend shape that's super easy to draw.
It's a good
Like
Percy.
drawing his hair is the only part that seems to trip people up, and that's because
Yeah.
like you have to find your own way to draw Percy
Yeah.
There's
Blackwood's
a good
hair.
reason these
Yeah.
tables don't exist, honey. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
God. So, they all laugh in her face.
This is also good Val, by the way.
Yes. it's
Oh,
good
thank
Val.
you. I was really proud of the Val because I suffered with it because the stupid outfit.
Yeah, it's...
I'm sorry, but I'm also not.
Yeah, I'm
Fair.
not sorry. It looks good on her, so I don't feel
It
bad at
does.
all.
I was proud of those Vals a lot.
Okay, so interlude. There we go.
Oh, there's the one I screamed incomplete on because you can see the background gang is not there. I added them in later.
There. I really like this Tommy and this.
It's
Haley.
such a good
They're
Tom.
very correct,
No, they're
especially the
very
Tommy.
good. They're very good. Those are like
These are some of the
closest
best
I got to
pictures
your
of
style.
Tommy.
They
These are some of the
are.
best pictures of Tommy that exist.
This
Period.
is the Nair face for Tommy is so good here.
It's so correct.
It's very Tommy.
Yes.
It's so correct.
Hey guys, I could be a gamer. I could talk about video games.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you're right. I'm not a gamer.
Also, can I rant about Sideways Yugo for a bit because there was no references. I could not find a single image of Yugo from a side profile. I
think-
looked everywhere.
I think he has a side profile in his backstory art.
No, you gave me that, but the style is so off. Like, that I'm like,
a completely different style. Yes.
I was like, I can't use this. I'm gonna have to figure it out.
God.
Hey, you worked it out. You
figured it out.
realize you need to put his hair back a little bit so you can actually
Yeah.
see his face.
I figured it out.
I'm proud of you. So the line of thinking here is actually that Yugo is meant to be taking these glasses of punch to Thorin,
Yeah.
but he got distracted because
It's
Zelda.
in the script. Yeah, it's in the script.
Yes. So they're like, no. Bro was like, it's very important that Yugo Hernandez rejects Murder God on that big trumpet.
Oh.
Yeah, editing. I was just like, no, the da-da-da! It's so dramatic. Hugo Hernandez has to say
Why
no.
is this so
to
small? Oh, that's the PSD. That's why.
There they are. There we go.
Oh my god, I love this Thorin. This is the best.
a
These
very
Thorins are the best Thorins I have ever drawn. Like, I used to never be able to draw Thorin. These are the best Thorins I've ever drawn.
I was like, okay, so I'm gonna throw the cane away. So Chaos God is gonna throw the cane away, and then Thorin will have the cane.
What is the
So
funniest thing you
good.
can do with this cane right now? Give it to the child.
Give it to the child.
Also, Junior went through so many fucking. I have a vendetta against Junior, no last name.
I do too. It's okay. I'm joking. Continue. Sorry.
I really struggle with drawing Junior. Like, the Juniors that I drew for tables are the first time I've been like, I like this Junior that I've drawn.
And they were very good.
Like, in terms of how I usually draw Junior, I draw him less like Kristen than most of my other DMP characters that I draw. So this was a challenge.
Well, you shouldn't.
I-
Well, okay, so here's the thing though. This Junior doesn't look like any Juniors that I like. The Junior I draw for tables doesn't look like any of the Juniors I've ever drawn.
Fair.
Because I'm not
God.
very good at drawing Junior no last name.
And one of my favorite pictures of Junior that were done by not me is in fact the little head you did for the sticker. Like, that's why I bought
that is
two
my
of
favorite-
them.
That is my favorite. No, that is my favorite Junior I've ever done. It's the only Junior I've drawn that I'm like, this is Junior.
It's like
And
you look at
in
him
a
and go,
different
that's
style. It's in a different style too. It's in a chibi style.
The best crayon. Kane! He's so excited.
This one. I love this one. I just bullshitted this pose because in the thumbnails he doesn't change poses. So I was just like,
because
what should I do with this?
I hadn't made the decision to give him the cane yet, because at the time I didn't realize the cane was a modern problem that needed a modern solution.
Yeah. So I was like, what should I do with this? This is perfect.
baby wants power.
He wants power.
He wants power.
I drew this and I was like, this is not. I have not given any direction to do this, but it feels correct, so I'm doing it.
It's correct. It's correct.
I also
no
love
wonder
the
baby
emotions.
has
It's a
power.
really good grace. That's what I was about to say.
No, I love this Grace too.
Yeah, the difference in emotion here between Junior and Grace is really good.
And then Thorin's just having a good time.
Thorin's just like, I have a cane. I have a big stick. Big stick.
Big stick.
And
God.
stick. Okay, where is
What's next?
verse?
More interlude. No, it's more
Oh, no,
interlude.
one
There's
more
more interlude.
interlude.
Yeah,
Vinny.
it's Vinny interlude.
To Vinny.
This is the one table I did draw. It's not in here, but I did draw it.
It might be.
There
Nope,
he
there
is.
he is.
There it is.
Hey, Vinny. Oh my god, it's my crush. Oh my god. He's gonna let me sit with him at the table. Maybe it's not gonna be so miserable.
Why did you ever think anything would go right for you? I'm so...
God, these are good Vinnies.
They're
Sorry,
good
I just
Vinnies.
I love
tables
these Vinnies.
fed me when it came to Vincent Marshall.
These are good Vinnies.
Delicious Vincent Marshall reads.
I love drawing Vinny. He's very good.
He's a very good man. So then we proceed with
To this.
this. God.
Haven't you heard that I can't?
Oh, this is the incorrect one. This is the incorrect
Yeah, this
one.
is the incorrect one.
Yeah, later. Yeah.
So my thumbnails didn't. I don't think my thumbnails made it clear that I meant for him to be singing at this spot, but I wanted his
Yeah.
mouth to be open to make
Yeah.
him feel like he was singy. So this.
I
was
don't know
the-
why I didn't piece the things together because he had a microphone. He should have been singing.
Yeah. So I will say I'm very proud of you for getting these poses correct, because like I knew what I
Yeah.
wanted but my
Yeah.
sketches were very rough because, you know, I was like, only I will need to
I
follow
think
these.
I think this frame is one of like my favorite frames in the entire thing. I really like this one.
It's a good
Oh, it
time.
moves very well. Like
So
there's a lot of
good.
movement in it, and
I
it
just
sorry,
Ploops
it
is
acknowledges
angry
the
at the
animation
mic.
of it all.
Ploops is angry about the mic. Ploops, I love you.
Listen, man, it's a good old timey microphone.
I'm just glad you did the pose because I was so excited for this fucking pose.
Can you get the stock image? Can you get the stock image?
Let me see if I can find it. It's probably somewhere in.
Do you want me to look for it, or?
Yeah, you look for it because I don't.
I can see if I can find it.
Okay,
Oh, it's not in references. I know it was talked about in.
Hang on.
You're going insane.
Okay, wait. Stock photo man, why?
Oh.
Okay, so this is what I use for when the camera first pans to the guard. And then this fucker. I use this fucker. He's such a bastard. Holy shit. Like this stock image feels like slime.
It does. I love it so much.
It's thick as the grease in this man's hair.
Oh
Gross.
yeah. Oh
God, just the worst.
Oh god.
God, verse.
You heard that? You can't.
Yes. So this was the one. This was the PSD. I keep hitting the PSD like an idiot. So this one we had to do so many
God.
different things to try to make sure that like
This one was my personal hell.
This. Here's the thing. This one's the money. Like the
It
money
is.
shot.
It
Like
is.
you gotta
It
make sure
is.
it hits just
It is.
so.
It took
Which is
so
of course
long.
complicated because there's so many different things going on with this image. The problem with Chaos God is like you have to cheat his hair so much to make his
Yeah.
expressions work. Like constantly.
Yeah.
His hair doesn't obey the will of reality like at all.
No, it does not.
It's fine. And
I
then he
like this one.
spin.
I love these ones a
Hello
lot. Just
boys. Oh boy,
Hello,
what a
boys.
fun boy band backup. It's so exciting. We're having a good time.
This, yeah.
We're all
I had to figure out how Gig Millicuddy's legs worked to do this pose.
They just like that. It's fine. It's fine.
It took me so long to figure it out because, okay, there are no shots that Kristen did with Gig Millicuddy's legs. So I just had to figure it out.
Yeah. They are I couldn't tell you what I was thinking I would do, but it's a good idea.
I figured it out. I solved it.
Good. But yeah, I really like this dog. He's really
I love that dog.
He's
It's
just
a good
really
dog.
cute in that picture. I just want
He's a
him
good
to
dog.
hug.
I love
The best
him.
time Doc has had in this series has been in this animatic, and he's not even in control.
You're
of
right. You're right.
Right?
You're
This is
right.
the only time he's ever been happy.
Yeah.
And that's because he's in some sort of weird puppet coma, inside of Murder God's fever dream. Because for the record, this whole thing is canonically in Murder God's fever dream,
God.
and that's canon.
Yeah, that's why the Neil Breen Fever
This
Dream
is one
came
of
out
my
yesterday.
This is one of my favorites. I love Chaos God in this one so much.
I like that his
He's
little
having a
toes
good
are
time.
excited. That's cute.
Yeah.
I had a fun time trying to figure out. I love drawing Digicrate legs. I had a fun time.
Cute. And the boys are like, well, okay, he said to go. We jump!
I love Steven and Kato in this one. They look so stupid.
They look so...
It's like, whoop, there we go.
Whoop.
So
I'm heading out of the
absurd.
frame.
Like, I cannot imagine Steven Cutter doing this pose, and yet it exists.
He's doing a little Mario jump.
I wish I had a decent French accent so I could probably do the here I go killing again thing, but I can't do a French accent, so...
It's just so good.
It's a good time, it's a good time. So they jump, and
Well,
then...
again, trying to figure out Gig Millicuddy's legs.
Wait, excuse me.
There's more.
The shot where
There's
Yeah,
actually
they
one
just-
more after it, or before it. Yeah.
They just slip out of frame
Millicuddy's
on a slip and
legs
slide.
were a problem. Yeah, Millicuddy's legs were the problem child of this shot. I don't know how he's supposed to jump with those, but he did it anyways.
They're robot legs, don't worry about it.
According to all known laws of aviation, McMillicuddy should not be able to fly.
3, scene 2. Verse 3, scene 3 and 4.
3 and 4, yeah. I put them together because they were small, I
Yeah,
think.
that makes sense. Murder god. Oh no. Oh no.
No spotlight. I love these murder gods. They're very good. Oh no.
Vinny, oh my god, he's gonna help me. Something's finally going to go right in my life. Oh my god, you're holding.
They get to hold hands for one frame
I'm
as a treat.
holding hands with my crush. Oh.
I love her face in that one so much.
I love Vinny's
just
face
her-
in this one.
Vinny's face in this
She's
one
so
is
mad.
it's peak Vincent. It's
I just
Marshall.
hear. So, like, if
Yeah.
you've ever heard, okay, I'm not gonna tell people to go find the lemon stealing horrors video, but if you ever have heard the lemon stealing horrors video, how the guy yells "what the fuck" at the end of the video is exactly how he just goes, "Hey, what the fuck!" like at the end of the video, and this is what I always imagine every time I see this frame, but in Split's voice. Like,
It's so
God.
good. I love this Vincent.
Rip.
And then oop,
They're taken away. Oh no. Oh no.
oh no.
Okay. Scene 5. And then.
This is the best sequence. It's so good.
he's
Just.
just lovingly, quote unquote, carrying this
I
cat.
love this.
I needed her to feel like a cat being passed
Yeah.
around.
I'm glad I got the read on that
This
because
is
I
my
said that in
favorite
chat
shot.
and I'm like, and you were like, yeah, it's
Like
so
this,
good.
this expression is perfect.
It's peak
McGillicuddy
murder
just
god.
grabbing her arm.
Right? He's
I
like, okay,
love-
whatever.
Nope. There we go.
Katoa's like, fine, Jesus.
Okay, well, let me go.
It's so good. So
She's
good.
just like trying to kick McGillicuddy. I was like, I am leaving. I am not.
I'm not. This is not my problem anymore.
This one is so good. I love her
She's doing like
stupid
the full on like cat shoves you with your
She
legs.
is. She is. I said that.
Oh,
Oh no, Alex said he has an idea in chat. Oh no.
no.
That's
And then
Yeet.
yeet.
the yeet goes so fast in the actual thing. It's just so good to just look at.
It's good to look at. It really is.
Oh god.
3, 4, 5. Wait, did we just do 6? No, we didn't. This is 6. Okay. So. Oh no, this is the wrong one.
No, where?
9,
Oh,
3?
where?
There we go.
Yeah.
I was at the top.
There we go.
Tosses
Tosses
away.
away his stupid mic.
Get out of here, microphone! I don't need you anymore.
God, I just imagine the microphone just awkwardly clanking against the ground as he's doing his
God.
dramatic musical number.
Oh man, if somebody did tables without the music.
Oh my god, please!
This fucking shot, just like
I love it.
and then just
This
we're
one, I
friends.
love this. And this is another one where he's having a great time and she's not.
This is my niece.
Oh, he's having a good time.
She's having.
I love
He's
him.
like,
Hello, this is my niece.
They're friends in this picture. This one picture.
I'm bringing her to prom.
This one I really, really like. I love this one a lot.
Whoop.
I love these. This one's so
Motion.
good. Yeah.
God, I like how it looks like if like with that specific one, I like how you got the weight of it, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense. Like it looks like if he weren't holding her, she would have completely just been thrown
Oh,
out. Like,
absolutely. It's so good. I love this one.
Yeah, this whole section was based very specifically on like I googled someone doing a proper like swing, like
Yeah.
spin and dip. So spin, whoop,
Oop.
oop. So the dip actually,
Yeah,
so
okay.
there's like this one is the one that has the motion, and then this is the one
Yeah.
where it settles. Which
Yeah.
functionally in practice, this part actually looks animated, which is really cool.
It does. Yeah.
His
No,
li-
originally it was just supposed to be one, but we were like, no, this needs motion.
it was like, no. Keep the frame you have. Give me a settle.
Yeah, I really like his legs in this shot. It's very good.
Again,
Yeah.
Digigrade legs are fun.
They're fun. God. So that happened, and then here we are. We're
Having
finally-
fun.
Waltz! It's Waltz!
It's fuck, just open the fucking shot. Yay! It's Waltz.
Woo!
Hey, I'm a fucking creep.
Oh god, he's a fucking creep.
He's such a creep. I don't want to make eye contact. Too fucking bad.
God.
I'm getting so close.
Oh, stupid bastard smirk. When I was drawing that frame and I drew the smirk, I'm like, this is it. That's the vibe.
He's a bastard, man.
Oh no, that smirk, that like twisted Grinchish smirk.
It's so good.
And then he spins her, and then hey, where's your? Have you met my friend?
Oh, you mean Steven? No, I know you met Steven, but have you met
Steven.
Knife?
Knife. Yeah. Okay. So the boards had his eyes open, and I was like, was this intentional?
And I was like, yes. I don't know. It just like it felt like his eyes should be open for this image.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. It just sort of.
Yeah.
Well,
Look
one,
at
it
me
feels
when
more
you're killing
threatening if his eyes are actually
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
After all that time of them being closed.
Yeah.
He's gonna slice you a
It
nice piece of
gives-
cake.
It gives a sense of direction somehow, like having the
Yeah.
eyes, because then it feels more like he's coming at
Yeah.
you. So that was my
Mhm.
thought process.
Yeah. Also, I really love the editing for the stab. Like, bro did such a good job just making it punch.
I'm excited.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Okay, here we can explain the knife thing soon.
The knife thing.
Okay.
Go on, Anna. Explain yourself.
Okay, so I drew the original frame and I had Steven's hat off like Chaos God because I completely misinterpreted the boards. I should have asked. I was confused and I was like, no, I think I know what this is. I did not know what this was.
No.
And then
No. He's listen. He's like a gentleman assassin. He has to clean his knife.
And then, okay, so the freaking knife. I drew it originally, him just cleaning the knife just incorrectly.
Somehow. Just it was like the towel was like pulled over and almost like he was still under, and it was just like
I
like
don't
he
know
was
what-
doing it like a polished shoe,
You're like,
but with
"That's not
one
how you clean a
hand.
knife." Anna, do you not? That's not a safe
No.
way to clean a knife. So we had to look up references, and we were like, "This is how you clean a knife." And Anna was like, "Apparently, I've been cleaning knives wrong."
I woke up, rolled over in bed, saw that frame, and was like,
I don't know how I was cleaning knives before. I genuinely have never thought about it.
God. I just
And
I
then,
rolled
okay,
over.
a few days later, I was out with family, and I had to do the dishes, and I came into the chat so enthusiastically, being like, "Guys, I cleaned a knife correctly. Are you guys proud of me?"
And we were like, yes, Anna, we're proud of you.
Very proud of you.
Ploops just said you should have asked. Ploops, I could not have asked you. You would have asked what it was for.
Who did you kill? Oh, she's dead
That's
now.
it. That's frame 203. There are 203 frames in this animatic.
Yeah.
I did a little over 100 of them, and Anna did nearly 100 of them.
Yeah. There's a lot of frames.
There's a lot of frames in this animatic. I started it in January, and then there was a month and a half hiatus when my arms didn't work, and then I worked on it for several months. And then it went on hiatus again because my arms didn't work, and now we're here. She's fine. She's fine.
She's fine.
She's fine. Don't worry,
fine.
she's fine. She's fine.
It's fine.
Now that we've gone through the things, though, I know that we should probably I know we should take a break, but
Yeah.
having just watched like the toss, I think you know like what I'm hankering to see, like what my heart
Wait.
desires.
Oh,
Okay, we can watch this before we go on break.
yes,
Hang
please.
on. Wait, I just realized
Do it anyway. I did. Wait, sorry.
hang on, I need to somehow figure out a way to actually put it up. I just realized. Hang on.
Oh.
I've built it up, and I gotta make sure it works. Okay.
This needs to be shared with the world.
It really does.
It really needs to be shared with the world.
So, chat, I'm about to drop. Hang on.
The best thing to come out of tables.
I have to do some obnoxious, like, OBS shit really quick to make this work, because I can't, because right now it's
Okay.
in Discord, and I can't just, like, I could just pull up Discord, but that feels shitty, so...
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Fair.
add this very important meme that was created that is the greatest
Thank
thing
you,
that's ever been
Brodingles.
made. Thank you, Brodingles.
It was very important.
It was very important. Like, you were like, when you were editing this, you were like, I want to edit this right away so I can make this.
God.
Alex says media source in chat. I don't know if that...
I made it a media source. I did the same thing I did with the tables thumbnails. It's just not working for some reason. So,
Wow.
Rip. I promise.
I mean, I could. No, that's.
We could maybe go on break and you can figure it out
Yeah, you
during
know
the
what?
break.
Now, I'm sorry, everyone. You're gonna have to wait with bated breath.
You're gonna have to wait. We will figure out how to deliver this to
We'll
you.
figure out how to deliver this to you. Oh no, not again! Shit! No! I can't play the thumbnails! I'll have to sing the thing again! Oh no! Anyway, BRB, I'll figure out how to fix this. Hello everybody! Welcome back to Team Tables Talks About Tables. Alex is here now. Say hi, Alex.
I survived the bear traps.
You did.
Yay!
I guess we will be technically talking about one of your OCs, so my trap was not completely fake.
I guess technically you didn't lie to me and thus have to go in the punishment barrel.
Please don't put me in the punishment barrel. Wait, that wouldn't be fair. You wrote the script.
Life's not fair, Kristen.
No. Anyway, let's watch. Hang on, let me pause the little file.
Let's watch this thing.
Let's watch this beautiful art together as friends.
This beautiful art. All right, let me go.
Oh wait, the music's off. Shit.
Oh,
That's very important.
That's very important.
Okay. Sorry, go again.
Let's go. Whoop.
I'm so well to the heat. It's just brilliant.
Oh God! I was just like, no, I have to keep it going just to time it with her being chucked out of frame.
Sink into the yeet.
It's going so well.
Just the way that the fucking recorder breaks, like
Yeah,
right
as she gets thrown.
It's so good.
God.
So good.
All right. So,
Okay.
so if I'm correct, I think past this point with the video shit post, we've gotten to the point of the editing, which was a little bit more. So I'm gonna switch over to Moho, which is a program that I bought to not specifically for this thing, but like hell did it make it easier. It's because I initially did some shots in Vegas. I'm gonna go ahead and flip over to it, but there is one shot that I did do in Vegas that I want to talk about that I can't show you because it crashed Vegas 3 times. Yeah, I realized that trying to screen share it would have been stupid. But like, so there was this shot. It's the shot where, all of the awakened are, parting the way to open up Murder God. That crashed Vegas like 15 times. That's why I got a different program.
That makes sense.
Well, not
There's a
why,
lot of
but
assets in it.
yeah, they're just sliding out of frame, and some of them are slightly fading out of frame, which is a last minute tweak that I did. But when McGillicuddy and Cateau pop in, they don't just pop in. No, they don't. So you have the clouds do like a little hop. They actually spiral in.
Yeah, bro was telling me about this earlier, and I was like, I see. I didn't
Like,
realize this.
They go from being really tiny to spiraling out like to an extreme and then settling into their regular size. And this happens so fast that your brain just goes, yeah, they popped out of the clouds. That's normal. It's like that same shot, like Vincent and Junior are also doing these very tiny hops and move backs. Like they don't just come in and out of frame. There's like a bunch of like little things that make it look like they're a little bit more alive. I started doing a lot less of those later on. One, partially due to time, but two, because the later parts of the animatic, with how they were drawn, felt like they needed to be choppier in the first place.
Yeah.
So it just felt more important. But like going off the first Moho shot I did, which was testing it out, I had never used a camera before because Vegas doesn't like that. Sony Vegas does not like people. It was better for some shots and worse for others. Like, if I needed to move the entire thing, I totally did it in this thing called Animate Studio. But and they changed their name to Moho in like 2011. But like it's so with this shot, I'm just gonna play it. I muted the music for the same reason that Kristen was burring earlier. But like this one's rather
award-winning performance.
I'm sorry, Alex. You may have done better than Brendan Urie, but Kristen knocked it out of the park.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess my work here is done. I guess Kristen's playing Chaos God now. This old singer around here anymore.
Alex,
See ya, Space Cowboy.
Alex, no, please, Alex, no!
He just fucking left.
Gosh, Mickey.
Alex, please, I can't do different voices with my mouth. You already took my art degree. What more do you want from me?
God. Anyway, this is a very simple shot. Like but there's like a lot of like more of those ease in, ease out kind of things with it. So you play it and whoop, 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 whoop. But you only see the stuff in the blue box, and I thought that was neat.
Yeah,
That is neat.
it's neat.
Thanks to the blue box, you can't tell that these frames don't have a bunch of body, actually. Why draw when you don't need to?
Honestly, yeah. Why draw when you don't need to? It's like, because they were initially. Oh wait, I like this little scoot here. I very intentionally made her scoot like a little longer than what I typically would have, so she actually slides in, and then it pops here because that's where the song hits, and so there's like a little pop, and then she elbows McGillicuddy, and then there's a little different pop, but it's a little longer because it needs to be on beat, so the background like slides in a little different to give you like some depth. And then, it holds for a little bit, and then it's like, what?
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 My little ahoge is making a question mark.
Question mark? God. So that's that shot. That's the first shot I did in Moho, and so it took me the longest because I'd never used this program before, or at least I hadn't used this version of this program before, because I had debut in when I was 12, and now I have this one now that I'm 24. So let's open recent, and then let's go to chord. Wait, no, verse 1, scene 4. So let's mute the music again.
Oh,
your music, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, yeah.
I had this moment.
No, I was
like, I just turned on the lo-fi though.
Yeah.
You said you want. I'm like, why do you want me to mute the lo-fi? We're not supposed to play the table song.
Yeah, no. So this is when I figured out how to hide images and stuff. This is all like, so you play these 3 images and then you move the camera up slowly. His whole body's here. Wow, amazing. Wow. And then you get here and you hide the under image and just put the top one up. So whoop, 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 whoop.
Wow.
And whoa. So it ends up looking like this. Whoa. God. And then and then I'm gonna go to open recent. Gladly, we're still on, so chorus 1, scene 1. Let's find the music layer and mute it. God, so this is, you can see all of the assets at once. It's like, hey bro, what was in the project? Yes.
Yes.
God.
Oh, no.
So, you have nothing, and then, everything goes according to plan. And then the background just kind of pops in, because that's what it did in the thumbnails, and I was just like, I'm gonna assume that's what it's meant to do. So, and it really gave this cool effect. I think it ended up giving a really cool effect, which is why I decided to keep it. It's like, oh, you're super focusing on him, and it's like, oh, wait, we're in the waltz ballroom, if you hadn't figured that out from the previous frames already. So,
We're in the waltz place with stairs.
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 Oh, God. god, I can't.
God.
Sorry, I was just thinking of I have to get this woman down these stairs. I have to get this man down these fucking stairs!
How does Chaos God walk? He jumps and slides. There we go. We did it.
Yeah.
There we go.
We did it.
God. But it's like, so I ended up doing so a lot of people were talking about how smooth this was and the extra movement on it. One, that's Kristen knowing direction very well. Two, that like I ended up doing a whole bunch of cool camera tricks here. So every time you see this move, and this is something I learned in film school, like you would think I would have learned it in like an animation something, but no, I learned it in film school. Where we were, well, no, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, basically something that we did with the camera in film school when we were recording like people was if they moved, you slightly move the camera with them to emphasize the movement, and the more exaggerated it is, and the more exaggerated it is, the more you feel it. So when the cane goes up, he's looking up, so I want the audience to look up, so I brought the camera up. When he starts going down, he snaps down here, so the camera snaps down. That's why you see more stairs. So it's like, whoop,
I'm learning.
And then he
This
hops.
is very cool.
Hops, and the camera follows him on up, and there. And then he lands, and this is the part that Alex is going to be like.
Oh no! Oh no!
So he pops up, and then I hated everything. These are two different images, so you can see him slightly shaking here. Yeah,
Yeah,
So let's see how many let's see. Oh wait, there's only two. I think I might have done better than I thought I did, because there was a period of time where there were like 8 keyframes here to keep him on that base.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of keyframes.
I think eventually I found the perfect spot to leave him in, so I just left him there and it stopped. I still like. I think what you said was it was like a Bezier issue, like it was automatically doing that.
So what keyframe movement likes to do, at least in the program I use, is set spatial interpretation to auto Bezier, which means that it'll overshoot a little bit and then slide on back. Now, in most cases, this is just fine because, surprise, that's what most movement does. When you stick out your hand, it'll go a little further than you want it to and then go slightly back. What it does for art is send Chaos God sailing off to the right.
He just flew all the way out of frame, and I was like, what is happening?
And then all the way back.
To be fair though, is that not extremely important?
Yeah, because you say so under your breath. You're yeah, got me there.
Yeah, that checks out. That's correct.
So what you want to do is linear spatial interpretation, so it doesn't fucking do that.
Yeah, this is one of the options. I switched all my stuff to linear because I would rather do my own ease and ease out things. God, I would rather do my own overshoot things. God. But then we get to this frame. This is an entirely different Chaos God and an entirely different background, which is why it's a little darker. And then you zoom out. Let me zoom out so you can see that all of this is already here, actually. It all pops in, like, at that exact moment. Because I was like, I don't want to overdo the thing, but, like, then everyone pops in here, and they start zooming out, and whoop. And this is one of the frames that I was really afraid to do, because I had never done anything like that before. It ended up looking really cool.
It looks so cool.
Like, it's my favorite shot. And it took way less time than I thought it was going to take, too. But like and they're supposed to be clapping, and this is one of the ones where I wanted to put the like big claps on there. But then you slide over, and then Murder God joins the frame. Murder God has joined the anyway. And that's the end of that shot. So like, whoop, one of my favorites.
It's a good shot.
Yeah.
I also I will say, I do appreciate that it did do the little bow swing here without me asking it to. Now that I'll take. God.
That curve is fine.
That curve is fine. That curve is like, whoa, we're moving out. Mm-hmm. I also didn't know how to get rid of it at the time, so I was glad it looked cool because I would have cried. God, so open recent, and then we go to. Were there any other specific ones that I'm trying to remember that I did? Verse 1. What is verse 2, scene 1? Let's just skip there.
Let's just find out.
We'll find out together.
Oh, there's a lot of things.
That's frames.
I mean, verse 2, scene 1 would be,
The bathroom.
would be
the bathroom.
cartoon men coming for you.
Oh yeah, cartoon men coming for you. So let me click and play. Next is a trip to the God. So you get the door, and I did do this background here because it was just like we need to make this clear. This is a bathroom, but the lady sign would be on the other side. Fun fact: the Lotus is here. Many of you noticed it. I just wanted to point it out.
That's a thing.
Good. Next is she just opens the door, closes it. That's pretty normal. Breathes a little bit. I didn't put a hop here because it just felt. Sorry, because it just felt correct. But like but then these men pop out. These cartoon men who are coming for her pop out. Men. But like, if I remember for them, okay, so what's happening here is they're all actually already behind the door. Yeah, no, all of their layers are open. They're behind the door, which means one of these is the door, which I think is this one. There we go. They're right there.
Why do I feel like a bunch of men are right behind me?
God. And then they pop out.
God.
And then they go back in.
So they're just behind the door. So menacingly.
She sucks them back into her person. And then she turns around and, she sees the goyles. I will admit, I didn't even bother compositing these frames, I don't think. I think I just went ahead and left them as they were.
They're just fine on their own.
Good. So, we scroll through, and then you do this slow zoom in on Murder God, and I had to do this in Moho specifically for this shot, aside from, the cut men popping out, but mostly for this shot. Just because, there's this little... To keep the camera on track of zooming in the same amount, because when you do a match shot, you want to kind of, match the amount, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, and I was just like, I don't know how to do that in Vegas, even though I've been using it for 6 years, so... I'm just not gonna. And it zooms in, and then there's this little pop out as she has her anime determination. She realizes something, and it's like I almost wanted to add more tears that flew out a little bit, very slowly when she did that.
So stupid.
Oh, you're so fucking
God. I'm a diva.
I love it so much.
Yeah, there's this tiny little.
I love the bounce.
So I rotated him ever so slightly. Just
Rotate.
Rotate.
Spin the man.
Rotate. Spin.
I guess you're wondering how I got here. Let's take it
first
back.
there was the men.
Yeah, that's
the
me.
men.
You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. Well, let me tell you about a fun show called Discord Murder Party, and how a long time ago I was an anime protagonist, and my hair was very long. How long? As long as it needed to be to billow.
God. Right, so V1S. This is verse 2, scene 1. Okay, let's go to scene 4. I think I might be able to just. I see. So this is about when Anna.
Yeah.
Just floating off screen.
He's just floating off to the side, being stayed.
I'm just waiting for my cue.
Oh no. So God. Okay, so this one this is about when I started losing a little steam, and I felt a little bad about it, but I'll get to that in a second because there's a part where I didn't lose steam that I'm actually really proud of. So let me try to center that. Okay, so Chaos God and Murder God pop in. I'm really proud of this one specific little push.
It's good.
Because he just stretches just a little bit.
Go away. Oh my god. Give me personal space.
In my bubble.
In my bubble. He does spend most of this entire thing just all of the comments just like, you will have no personal bubble here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bubbles here.
Bubbles are
No.
for people who dress fancy.
But I thought
God.
that the invitation said I should dress this way.
God.
Why did,
So-
why did my invitation say we were all doing goth steampunk?
Listen, I thought that was implied. I thought that was just your emo kid ass filling. I thought you could fill in the blanks, but apparently not.
It's been a really hard time recently for me, and I just thought it might be nice to just wear my cute little summer dress and go to a nice little party, but go figure!
Steven, play the world's smallest violin.
God. So past this, I start moving the camera here because I want him to keep sliding, and I specifically had it start snapping movement following Murder God here because his finger is doing the pointing, and I was like, oh, that'll direct the people directly there. So then it's like whoop, and then you start. Okay, so this is the thing that sucks about this part. She doesn't look like she's walking like I intended to, but I will admit I got frustrated figuring out the math on that. And this worked just as well as long as she kept walking when the camera stopped moving. Because that way it's like, she did ask for this. She did walk into it. And then he just goes,
there's my frame. Yay.
and then Kato Kato used to slide in. I don't know what happened actually. He used to slide in instead of just
I
popping
remember
in.
him sliding in.
Yeah.
That's so strange. Then he lights the
Well,
fire,
That can't be fixed now.
and they just
Slide.
slide out. And Steven's still here. I
Steven's
didn't get rid of
there.
Steven. I got rid of Kato, but not
You
Steven.
can't get rid of Steven. Steven's too
God.
powerful.
Steven's too powerful. Nitroglycerin.
He's still there.
Steven just doesn't leave.
He just
He just never leaves.
God.
You can try to get rid of Steven, but you won't. He just won't leave.
He just won't leave.
He's just there.
This is another one of those having the thing be super small and unnoticeable right here. And then just having it overshoot. A little too big, a little too small. Boom. And then I was just like, oh, I should spiral it out, because that would be cool. And then I realized I was doing these 2 shots in 2 different programs and said no. There was a lot of me trying to figure out how much I wanted to deal with, if that makes any sense. Because I was like, yes, let's make sure we get the thing done. And then I did do a run through at the end and to make sure that everything was as polished as I could get it at that point.
Bro was messaging me very late at night about this.
I was like, I
was the only person awake you could talk to.
I had to. Okay, so there were some frames that Kato's hair being clear, or some other things not being colored in, or having to draw in an extra background somewhere that we didn't think we needed it, or basically that's what I did the last couple days of the thing. Wow, my pinky and ring finger are weak now. That's fun, but God. Then I think the last one here is chorus 2, shot 1.
I just can't get over Steven just being there still.
He's just there.
I thought I did these in 2 different programs. I guess I did it. No, wait. Wait a minute. What did I do in this program? I started. Okay, so I ended up doing these in Vegas. I had animated them, and then I was like, I will just redo this in Vegas. Don't talk to me or my kid ever again. But this part, I redid all of this in Vegas. I redid.
Oh yeah, you did.
So
But
Toe and Steven's heads popping in over Murder God.
yeah. God, no, but haven't you heard that? I'm the cancer. And then he, comes in here. Because I had already edited this and didn't want to do it again, I exported this part and then just redid everything else in Vegas.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the that's how those shots all came together, and that was my job, was to make the thing look pretty.
You did a
Yay!
good job. Thank
You
you.
did.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Yeah.
Have you completed the thing?
Yeah, no, I'm not opening Vig. It will crash.
Okay.
Like, I ended up putting all the scenes together, like, ended up exporting them all as separate scenes and then putting them all in Vegas. And
Mhm.
after that, like, everything. So none of those shots are one video. The only singular video that exists is the one that's on YouTube. So,
God.
God. But yeah, I'm done.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for teaching us important things. Well, Alex, you escaped the bear traps. Do you have anything you would like to say that you didn't say on the cool recording that was definitely not scripted?
Definitely not. No. It was the real story of what really happened because
Yeah.
I was busy.
Yeah, that's absolutely
What
what
was that
occurred. I chased you through the woods. It's true.
Mhm. It is correct.
Mm-hmm. God. But yes, did you have anything you would like to say?
I like turtles.
Thank you, Alex. Very good.
Thank you.
Well, it's okay. Now we'll say it while you're in the room. Your cover is better than the original. We're all very
Yeah.
proud of you.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Brendan Urie's gonna get my ass.
Well, that's fine. We'll have to fight him.
We're gonna have to.
He's
we're
gonna-
gonna have
he's
to
gonna
team
come
up
at
against
me.
Brendan Urie.
He's gonna come at me with a knife.
We're gonna have
Gonna
to
cut
tag
the
team
cake.
fighting Brendan Urie. That's.
Yeah, we'll have to fight Brendan Urie. So I'm sitting here and I'm going through the various memes in here because Alex made a
Oh
thing.
God.
I think I will play the thing.
All right. It may or may not set off Twitch's copyright strike. So
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I probably should not then.
I will say, we are at the part of the stream where
We're just vibing, so like
We're
you
just
know.
vibing.
well, they could
could
certainly
stream.
try to stop us, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna give it a fucking shot. Okay, I'm gonna play this. Everyone else in this call, letting you know so you can hit the play button at the same time as me so we don't have another weird thing where we all sit here in silence.
I'm sorry, Kristen.
No, it's okay. I didn't telegraph. Now I'm telegraphing. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I appreciate how plinky the piano feels.
Have an open course for the world to see.
Oh my god!
I've got to be free. Free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm a captain. So climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try. Oh Lord, I'll try to carry on.
Oh my fucking Oh, holy shit!
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you,
for making
Alex.
this, Alex.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Donate bits to Team Fallen and I'll cover the whole thing.
Campus Remix is over!
Donate bits to Team Fallen so we can be Darby's best friend.
I'm sitting here going through the piles of memes, all the things that
memes.
were said. Listen, such as the glory that is. We talked about this a bit. Hang on, let me grab Google Chrome so people can see the things again when I inevitably pull this up. Okay, so we discussed Gick Millicuddy. you know, the varying states of Geek Millicuddy which exist.
Yeah, we discussed this. This was a
Yes.
thing that was made.
Because you see, Tables Geek Millicuddy is weirdly adorable, original Geek Millicuddy is horrifying, Steel Geek Millicuddy is terrifying, and then low-key hot?
Yeah.
To
This,
which
I think this was the first meme I made for
You
Tables.
were like, I refuse to believe these are all the same character, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
listen, original Geek Millicuddy was drawn by 2019 Kristen. At the time, I mostly got paid to use realistic proportions, and this was the one most based off of Mr. Plinkett. Tables Geek Millicuddy. We're all going to Hasbin, baby. Steel Geek Millicuddy. I don't have to explain this one. Steel made it. Low-key hot Geek Millicuddy, made by my friend Shay, appreciator of greasy men.
It's
Then Alex made.
Alex made another thing in response to it.
Yes, it is beautiful. It's the truth, though. It's just the truth.
It's the truth.
It's
It's the
correct.
truth.
God,
That's correct.
there was this bit where I think we were talking about. There was definitely a point where I apparently outright said, I haven't made an animatic, you know, like
Yeah,
a liar.
No, please. Oh my god. Like, this was, someone in the fan server asked for tips on making animatics, and someone pinged me, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Bro comes in. Okay, thank you. Bro will take this. Kristen comes in. Oh.
I was
Kristen,
like,
I have not made
I'll talk about composition. I've never made an animatic before. This was my first animatic.
This was Kristen's very first animatic.
It was.
She came out swinging.
Yeah.
I think it would not have looked as good without it.
Thank you for the Scott bit, Scott.
Thank you for the Scott bit. Scott. God.
Speaking of Scott,
Speaking of Scott.
before we go into memes.
Oh, yes.
So at the last minute we were just kind of like, fuck, we don't have a thumbnail, and we also don't have like the cool thingy thing, and we also don't have, and I went to Scott because I was like, Scott, I don't know how to do graphic design. Scott, I don't have Illustrator anymore. Scott. So Scott, like in the middle of a call, was like, okay, I'll do the thing, and then he just like rolled over and was just like, okay, pulls up a bunch of examples, makes the thing really quickly. Here you go. I told him what text went on it, but I just kind of snatched it and was just like, thank you. And then I ended up putting the text on it, but like Scott basically came in clutch to get the aesthetic part of that part done. With like, so we were making the teaser, and I was like, I could just use this, but Scott's technically not done with it. He's not. However, because honestly, if you would have left, okay. So here's the thing about Scotthew. He never gets the amount of time he needs to do what he wants. So he always just kind of goes like, wait, no. But there's more I want to do, and then I'm just like, I need it now, Scotthew. I need it now. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I thought I'd make sure that I said that on stream, because I was just like, no, he did a good job.
He did.
It should be recognized.
He did a very good job. The opening graphics are just like, they look very, very
good. They're good.
Woo face and all. God.
Woo face.
Woo face and all. God. So there's this. This is just returning to pain.
Oh, I posted this publicly because it didn't actually hint at tables.
No, it did
basically, so Clip Studio Paint, I closed the program and I went to open it back up, and then that happened, and I was just like, this is the mood.
God. Apparently a bar I used to go to all the time in my old town had an emo night last week.
It's sad. Emo night.
Actually, when we were doing the designs for, like, the outfits, I was watching OKKO, and, like, the first episode where, like, TKO shows up, KO's, superpowered evil side, there's this bit where, so he goes, like, KO goes full emo kid, and, like, Enid is like, this feels like a little much, and then it just cuts to fucking, rad, and he's in like full like 2000s emo kid wear with eyeliner, and he's just like, haha, there's no such thing as too much, Enid. And I was just like, why are you calling me out like this right now? Okay, KO, what the fuck?
Oh, OKKO is a massive call-out post for everything about this.
It really is. OKKO is a call-out post to me, Crime Straczynski. God. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it was just like, here's some colors. I'm trying to find, oh yeah. Maybe we should talk about our cool emo kid outfits that we have.
Yes. We also need to discuss cream cheese still.
Oh yes, cream cheese. That's correct. Would you like to, I think that might be, is that in memes or is that in call?
I can repost it. I can repost it. I have it right here.
Repost it. That'll make my life a lot
It's
easier.
in my memes folder. I have it right here.
Thank goodness. So, would you like to explain before I pull it up?
Okay, so when like you contacted me to first do this thing, I was like, you know, excited as all hell. I go to my mom and I'm telling her like this is a thing, and then but she's like just leaving the house because she has to leave, and then later I get this text from her that has an energy.
I'm really happy for you, honey. I hope you're able to do this project. I don't know if you realize there's cream cheese in the fridge. I don't know if you realize there's cream cheese in the fridge.
And this happened like while we were in the call for like the when you were explaining the project to me, and I just sent this, and we just kind of lost our collective shit.
So the day beforehand, like I was laying there icing my you know, pinched nerve, realizing, you know, my arm might not work for several months, and I was like, what do we do for the animatic? And then it was just, I was just like, well, everyone does say Anna's style looks a lot like mine.
God.
You know, I can't believe the universe aligned for this exact moment when my arm stopped.
It really
working.
did.
I don't know if you
It
realize
did.
there's cream cheese in the fridge.
I also have a screenshot in my memes folder of bro saying the cream cheese thing in public. I can get that too.
Alright, consider though. I don't know if you realize there's cream cheese in the fridge is a valid Panic at the Disco song title.
There's a good reason this cream cheese is in the fridge.
I'm sorry, I just have this image now of Murder God just approaching Chaos God with all these various problems and, you know, complaints. And okay, I'm really happy for you. I hope you're able to do this project. I don't know if you realize there's cream cheese in the fridge.
I'm really happy for you. I hope you're able to do this project.
Okay.
And I don't know if you realize there's cream cheese in the fridge.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know there's cream cheese in the fridge. It doesn't matter. I don't fucking eat. Why are you ignoring my very specific complaint about the seal that you brought to me? This seal. It's small and adorable, and it needs love. And you left it with me.
What, are you saying you're incapable of loving even a seal? Wow. Wow, that's fucked up.
No, it's just, listen, I couldn't handle a child. I don't know if I can handle a seal.
I can't fucking believe you're so incapable of love that you can't even appreciate how adorable this fucking seal is.
Put cream cheese on the bagel. Put cream cheese on the bagel. It's fine. Anyway, so I'm trying to. I feel like it's time to talk about our cool emo kid outfits because the emo kid outfits are very important.
They are.
So I decided. So for when I first came up with the idea for this stupid animatic, I just had this image of me like banging on Alex's door, and he's like, "Can we do an animatic to this emo kid song?" Cut back to Alex, and he just looks kind of confused. Cut back to me, and I'm smiling. Where just now I have a ridiculous amount of black eyeliner on. Cut back to Alex. He also has black eyeliner on. Cut to us all, and we've all just gone full emo child, and I'm just like beaming, like, wow! Dreams really do come true! So, we at least have managed this image of all of us in our cool emo kid outfits. Thank you, Broken
Yeah.
Birds, for
Thank
this
you, bro.
lovely art.
Okay, hands.
And Alex, who is here in spirit.
Oh, the pun was there, and I had to.
I'm trying to figure out. So, one of these images. There it is. So, hang on, chat. Let me. I think no, you. I have to show you the Google Chrome.
It's
So
not
my
on-
outfit. My outfit is based off of a very specific image of me.
It's not on stream for me. I don't know if it's just behind or if you didn't put it up.
I just
Let me
put it on
refresh.
stream, so it should. Oh,
There it is.
why is it not? That's weird. Oh, well.
It's not for me.
I don't-
Oh, it showed up
there
for
it is.
me.
There it is. It's good. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, here's my cool DeviantArt ID from 2005. The year that this song came out. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Kristen showed, we were sharing art between each other, and Kristen showed me this, and I said, well, I no longer have to ask you what you're wearing in this image anymore. You don't get a choice.
I love this.
Oh,
I love it.
God.
My name is Dreamwish. My nicknames are Crystal, Chris, Digi, Kid, Hey You. My age is 15. My birthday is December 26th. I like One Piece, Luffy, sugar, drawing, writing, role-playing, Kingdom Hearts, yaoi, oranges, sushi, chocolate pocky, friends, and Japanese stuff. I
I can
dislike
barely
this.
detect.
I dislike Mary Sue's, chat speak, mean people, being ignored, idiots, 4 kids, school, and people who can't handle criticism.
I can't read the text. It's.
I know, it's horrible. It's very bad.
Design
It
is
is
clearly
an
your
atrocious
passion.
choice of color.
I also like how I learned nothing about you aside from your
Yeah.
2005 kid from 15, who's 15 in, well, 2005.
2005.
Yeah.
God. So, this was based off of an outfit that I actually owned.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, I didn't have the choker though. I would draw myself with a choker, but chokers actually made me feel super uncomfortable whenever I wore them, so I just drew myself wearing them and never actually wore one.
You're valid.
It's a really cool
You're
picture
valid.
of me, as you all can see.
I like how there's no ear that the pencil's technically
Yeah,
behind.
it's just
I just
there.
Oh,
noticed
it's
it.
just there.
Don't worry about it, it's fine. This is fine. It's really cool. I'm also, like, definitely not standing straight. Like, this is, like, going at a
No.
very
Yeah,
unfortunate
that's an
angle.
angle.
My brain just really wants to control T
Right,
and then just like,
just-
rotate
yeah,
ever
I
so
don't
slightly.
know why I didn't. I could have, this
could've
is
just
a
fixed it.
stand-in drawing, and I colored it in Photoshop. I could have just adjusted it, but I didn't, and I don't know
You could've
why.
fixed it.
I
You
did the
could've
same
fixed
thing
it.
as a kid / teen,
Yeah.
where it's like you could fix this, but you just don't.
I have like one image from like years ago where I like it was just completely like off center, and there was like one little bit of like this cat's ear clipping out of the like border, but like it was so
Oh,
awkward.
right.
I could have just so easily fixed it.
Good. So, I wanted to take this fun moment since we were going into our incredibly embarrassing pasts. I thought it would be really fun if we brought up old artworks and videos.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be really fun. I hope you're fucking ready.
Ah,
Alright, so let's get fucking ready. I'm gonna get rid of the there's a reason, these are reason, etc. script, because there's nothing really of importance here except for the part where Chaos God laughs, because I literally described that section as LMAO, this bitch thinks she can get away.
It's good.
LMAO. Okay. So we're just gonna go through some of my cool edgy art from high school.
Oh god.
Isn't this
Oh,
really
God.
cool? Look at how
Oh,
cool
God.
this is.
Oh,
Okay,
god,
so that's
wait.
Luffy One Piece, but he's in like a cool trench coat. And
Oh,
he's
God.
got wings.
Yeah.
He has trip pants on.
Around this is Shadow Revenge Chic, I see.
No. This was from this was from my One Piece fanfic called Tangled Web.
Which is definitely not the same thing.
It's totally different. You see, in that one, Luffy is found by Zoro, and Zoro takes him home, and it's like it's a high school AU, but also Zoro's an assassin. He like moonlights as an assassin, and also
As one does.
And also Luffy's some sort of secret magical child with cool magic powers, and eventually he would awaken to his destiny and have to fight this cool bad guy whose name is Akuma or something, and it would appear in the story very late in the story, and then they have a cool epic fight. I never got to this part. We made it as far as Zoro and Luffy kiss, and then my co-writer got mad at me because everyone liked my writing more than hers, and then we started talking.
Oh no.
Oh, the drama.
Oh, the drama.
Oh, the drama.
God, just there's so many great things about this. There's the cool like little half sleeve of like fishnet here. There's the cool belts on the arms. There's the really cool like energy.
I feel like I'm having a
thing going
stroke
on.
with how much detail there is.
There is a stupid amount of detail in this image. Like, I think if I make it a little bit bigger, there we go. Now it's about as big as it's a little bigger than it should be. But wow, look at how cool this is. Look at that guy's pants. They're like falling down because it's the 2000s.
Yeah, it's the 2000s, and it's really cool to show your ass crack.
So fucking cool. God. So this is great. This was like classic anime boy. I really wanted to show off the fact that I knew how to draw feathers.
God.
Kill me.
Oh.
So then there's this one. This is my cool edgy redesign of
No.
Sora. I really want to zoom in. I hope it'll let me zoom in. There we go. Look at his cool outfit.
Oh my
So edgy.
So edgy. I see he's got some more belts, a little chain connecting the left leg to the left leg. So I'm seeing Black Dreams Eternal, aka the name of every anime.
Well, you see, this was from the cool Kingdom Hearts roleplay board I was a part of, where you see the first Kingdom Hearts game, it takes 4 years, and therefore by the end of it, Sora is now a grizzled badass who's so done with this life. And, and this is his cool edgy boy outfit that I made for him.
I lost too many friends to make new ones. Pulls out cigar. If only tears could bring them back to me.
God, the title of it was actually, God, it's so bizarre, because like, so the name of the roleplay was actually in German, but why did we even bother going with the German name? We always called it BDE anyway. We went with the English name regardless. What's the point in giving it a cool German name if you're never gonna fucking use it? So yeah, this is really cool, obviously. I was very cool.
Coolest.
More chokers. So cool.
Just the coolest.
Okay, this is
Peak.
my OC, Hikaru.
It's
I
peak
see.
what it is.
Mhm.
It's peak. I owned this fishnet hoodie thing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I did the skirt thing over the jeans thing a lot.
This is a thing you wore willingly.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool because it was 2005. It was never cool. I have cool like ribbons in her hair, like the one character from Mega Tokyo. It's really cool. That's my friend's character, Flint. They're dating, but they're not. She really likes coffee. This is around when I started really liking coffee, and I never stopped. It's really cool of me. Okay. So next, there's this cool art. This isn't actually edgy, but I figured it'd be fun to show this cool art I did in 2002.
God.
And then this one I drew in 2005, which to be fair, that is a pretty significant
That's a
jump
pretty
in skill
significant
level.
jump in 3
That
years.
is a big jump, yeah.
Yes, so, you know, I am correct in that, but this is also garbage in a different way.
I don't really think it earned the holy crap.
Maybe
I
for a
think that
different reason.
I think that might be a premature holy crap.
God. To be fair, some aspects of this image look like there's a sense of depth. It's not completely flat.
Yeah.
The eyes. No, it's
The eyes are just anime in a different way.
anime in a different way. I love these cool mismatched eyes over here. And God. So this is so anyway, this is all to say, children, listen. You too can draw like this and then go get an art degree and ruin your arms by age 30. Dream
All
big.
All right, but very cursed thought.
Yes.
She looks like a character from those how to draw manga books you see
She's-
in craft stores.
Oh, she went.
Yeah.
She absolutely
Yeah.
has blue hair.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
actually, so her hair is actually based off of, so there's the 10th anniversary special of the Rugrats, which is also secretly a pilot for All Grown Up. And there's
Is it Emika?
Yes, it's Emika's hair. Yep.
Your friend to me, I'm friend to you.
When we have each other, there's nothing we
There's
can
nothing
do. You're there for me, I'll be there for you. God. Ah! I want to die. Okay, let's move on. This is my cool picture of Lily from Psychonauts, but she's 16 now and she dresses like this now, I guess. To be fair,
In your defense, it's
my
Lily.
defense, it is actually, this is, to be fair, this isn't a huge jump for Lily Zanato,
Yeah.
who is the most, like, she is, like, the most, like, edgy, cool girl that a 10-year-old could ever be in a 2000s era video game. It's, you can tell around, this is around when I was, like, taking a lot of inspiration from Clamp, because the limbs are never ending. They just do not
They're
stop.
so long.
They're so
They're
long.
so
They're stupidly long. Just
elongate.
disgustingly long.
I'm glad the length of the limbs came back as a vital skill when drawing Chaos
It
God.
was, you know...
They're not as long. They're
Maybe the real art was the stupidly long shoujo limbs we met along the way. And last but not least, just for funsies, here's this another stupid picture I did.
Oh.
This was back when I was like, okay, this is the most anime my eyes ever got.
yeah.
And this is the same character. I just like showing this one. It's not great, but this is when you can tell I was starting to figure out how to actually make art, maybe a little bit.
This one's very, like, if I were to Google something and that time, it would come up. Like, if I were to Google emo anime girl, like, it looks like one of those ones that would come up.
Yes.
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Like one of those things that would show up in a Nightcore thumbnail.
Yeah.
Correct. I owned this entire outfit, so very cool. I had like cool striped leggings and like a little jean mini skirt and cool boots. I was so cool. I was not. Right, so this has been a fun adventure. Would anyone else like to share their shame so we can stop watching
Oh.
my shame?
God.
I mean,
Well, can you show the run cycle I said the other day?
God, I can.
I-
And the thing is, I think you
Let's see.
uploaded it to.
I can download it and share my screen.
Excellent,
It's-
thank you.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful run cycle. It really is.
So, okay, for anyone who doesn't know me very well, I didn't start drawing humans until like 2017. It was Warrior Cats all the way down, baby. That I was a Warrior Cat before I joined the island community.
Run cycle kind of .mp4.
That's what it's called.
Run cycle, kind of. The kind of here, it's very generous. It's a very generous.
Very
kind of.
generous. It's very generous.
It's a very generous kind of.
Run cycle kind of.
I also have. I'm thinking of a very specific, like, edgy thing from my very edgy phase. I can put this it's a lot, like, it's not in the Warrior Cats phase, but I can put that one after we do the run cycle, because, God, it's so edgy.
It's 10:57. I just realized.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say we're really close, so I was just like,
yeah.
Time flies when you're looking at art.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're looking at art. Do I have the? Let me get this stream. Hang on, let me get this on stream because this is listen. This is very important. We are
This
not
is
going
very
anywhere
important.
until we see this glorious.
This is my first time seeing this run cycle. It's very important.
I did this when I was 12.
Okay.
Okay.
It is on stream.
all right, let's go. It's 3 seconds long, the best 3 seconds of your life. There we go. That's for run cycle kind of MP4.
Please play it again.
I will play it again.
We need more. We need to appreciate the majesty again. Oh,
There he goes. Can I loop this? Let me just.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's an option to loop. Repeat. Yeah, there we go.
Repeat. There we go. Just
Ploops just said that is back to how animals work. Thank you, Ploops. Brilliant!
It's beautiful.
I was 12. And look where I am now!
It's like it just like floats in the air and lets its limbs dangle like noodles back and forth. It's beautiful.
the not quite erased lines.
Having seen cats move, I can tell you this is exactly, in fact, how cat locomotion works.
This is how cats work.
Yeah, that's how cats work. This is normal.
This
God.
is definitely how cats work.
They just kind of float through the air, scooping it backwards. They just scoop it and then push it on back.
When I first shared this, Kristen was like, I would give you my art degree, but I already gave it to Alex.
It's beautiful.
Bro Diggles, would you like to share some of your glorious art?
Are you asking me because specifically the thing I turned down earlier? Or are you
Yes.
asking just in general? Oh, fuck! I was
Oh,
gonna say
absolutely,
no.
yes.
All right, so I don't know how old I was when I made this thing that I'm about to share.
I think it said 2007, so...
It said 2007,
Yes.
so I was. What is 5 plus 7? 12.
12.
12. So you... Alright, so
I was also 12.
We're all getting our 12-year-old art out. Good. Very
Yeah.
important.
Good.
Oh Jesus! Okay, let me find it.
Good.
So this is the thing that I did. Hold on.
What is this? Why
I was
is it
working
so
with-
pink?
I was a child with a mouse at their aunt's home, and I said I will make animations, and then I did. And
Okay.
this is 38 seconds of I'm sorry, and it's titled. Let's. I'm so tired. Okay, let's go.
Pixie!
Pixie.
Stick it to me!
All right.
Wait. Let's see where this goes.
I don't know, I was having a good time. I was having a good time, you know? I was having a good time with my mouse and my glorious
We're having a good time.
With your mouse and your Neopet.
my mouse and the Neopet. This is entirely incomprehensible, whatever this is. Like, I know what I was thinking.
This is
For the
actually surreal.
Oh, okay. Fine. So let's go all the way back here. So, like, I'm not gonna go into this. So, Stixie, my original character, who's a stick figure, because I'm using a mouse and I don't. It's hard. It's
Right.
It's 2007 and it's hard. And I'm just like, God, I'm
mood.
I'm loving the absolutely chunky quality on the video.
Oh God, yeah, I did it in Windows Movie Maker on my grandmother's, not my grandmother, my grandmother's sister's, old computer that was still running Windows 90. So it's like this old thing trying to export this thing, and also because I think I put like a film filter over it, but like, God, so she's talking to her friend. I don't remember her friend's name. Her name is actually Stixie. And he just goes, Stixie? And, like, my brain is just like, yeah, this makes sense. This is a scene, but I'm going to make it a whole episode. And because I just remembered that my entire idea was that this bully would keep coming to beat her up, and then in, like, episode 3 or 4 or something, she'd hit him back. It would, like, it's just like a whole stupid thing. And she's just like, what? And then, I made the hill go over his head because I don't know why, actually. And you see Darren, his name is Darren. He's like on the side. He's this angry red kid. And he just comes in and he just goes whap. And he does it like 3 times in a row. And I was like, I don't have to draw this frame over and over again, so I didn't. This is just a picture I drew and I liked. And I think it was like meant to exhibit shock.
I too love the bullet hole in wall behind a front-facing rat.
It was a dog, Alex.
I thought it was a bear.
I think it was a dog. I'm not. No, that's how I used to draw dogs. Yeah, I thought it was a dog. And then I was just like, oh, be cool, and she'll slowly fall to the ground. I have to draw the frame where she falls and he runs away. So like I was. So her friend in the background is just like, oh, okay, and the sun's still in the corner because that's what you did back then, and and then it's like she lays there until the sun starts going down, and he says, Darren is here. God,
I could not say that.
I'm sure that is what he says. Yes,
it's supposed to say Darren is here.
That is definitely what that says.
It's like later, and then he comes back in the night because she's still laying on the ground and just kicks her while she's down and just just still there, finished. And this was my Neopet that I stole this art.
I definitely think you drew that at H.
This is art from that I stole from Storaito. Yeah, which I used to pronounce Sudarato because I didn't know what Japanese was. Deadass didn't know what the language was at all. Didn't know anything about languages. And this is like this is my signature at the time because like my name's not Nikki. I'm just letting everyone know now. Nikki's my cousin's name. I just thought it was a cool name, so I named an OC after her. And so this is a picture of Nikki. Like, God, this is around the time I was doing my whole like Sonic fan comic thing as well, which that's a wild thing. But like, yeah, and then we get to whatever you say, because my Neopet's name was Say, but it was actually like juice 10 shift underscore fours like death, or it was so stupid, but like it was a whole like not actually their name, and I was using their Neopet, that Neopet account, as a website landing page, and I wanted to do like a whole cartoon with my Neopet and everything, so I have like notebooks of me scribbling all my Neopets hanging out, and that's episode 1 of Stixie, entitled Stick It To Me. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This will be premiering on Amazon Prime next month.
God.
Can't wait.
Oh, spectacular. Well,
bless.
so we are over time. Thank you everyone for joining us for this fun, edgy stream.
This has been a fun time. I had fun.
Thank you, Anna, for joining us and making the animatic be finished, because if it were not for you, it would not be done. Thank you, Brodingles, for editing the thing and making the cool designs for the cool fashions.
Yay, thank you, welcome.
And thank you, Alex, for singing one of my favorite songs.
You're welcome.
Wow, thanks everyone.
Yay.
Discord Murder Party comes back next Sunday.
Woo!
Can't wait for Murder God's cool fever dream to finally end.
Finally.
One day she'll wake up, probably.
Probably.
Alright, we will see you. Tomorrow is Fallen Empires, I believe. Tuesday is Stove. Thursday might be Space Show. I hope it's Space Show. Friday will probably be Never Going Home. And next Sunday, DMP comes back. Oh my god! Love you all. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.